Okay, then. Looking forward to this. But before we begin, first of all, camera's been moved over here since the trophies will appear over there, and there is no way to change that. Second, I just want to bring something to everyone's attention. There's already one trophy here. This is because my parents did this once a long time ago, and the trophy is just simply watch the opening cutscene. That's all that starting trophy is. So let's begin. That's it. That's what the first trophy of this game is. But also, what is going on, world of YouTube? My name is Grandmaster Scott. Welcome to Let's Platinum, Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney Trilogy. A long sentence, I know. Fun fact, I've actually seen the show, not the game. I've seen the game before, so I already know the story of the game, so I don't mind spoilers. And I'm actually watching the anime as we speak. Updates, who cares? And new game. Episode 1, the first turnabout. So this is just gonna be fun, and the reason why I wanted to do this is because, starting off with a murder. Oh, that's a dead lady. Dang it! Why me? I can't get caught. Not like this. Who could it be? Someone like him. I'll make it look like he did it. Okay, we just need to find his name and I can write his name in the death note. August 3rd, 9:47 a.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby number 2. Turns out it was from Japan Thai, not English Thai. Yeah, this game is really interesting in the sense of this game was originally for Japan, and when it came to America, there was so much work that had to go into, translating it and localizing it for America, that there's a lot of changed stuff in here. Like a lot more American foods than you think. Boy, am I nervous! And also, the reason I wanted to do this is so we could do the other Phoenix Wright games, because this is a good series, so I want to do the other Phoenix Wright games in the series, just cause. I've never seen them, I only know the trilogy. Right. Oh, hiya, Chief! I'm glad I made it on time. Well, I have to say, Phoenix, I'm impressed. Not everyone takes on a murder trial right off the bat like this. It says a lot about you, and your client as well. Yeah, that makes sense. Thanks. Actually, it's because I owe him a favor. A favor? Also, my dad is an actual lawyer, so we're watching the show, and actually taking on a murder trial is actually somewhat common in the legal space. So, that was just something interesting. And if you're wondering, yes, as he's watching the anime, he is cringing at a lot of the fudged legal stuff. And it is hilarious, but he's still enjoying it. He's enjoying the anime. You mean, you knew the defendant before this case? Yes. Actually, I kind of owe my current job to him. He's one of the reasons I became an attorney. He's my headhunter, you see. I found him on LinkedIn after I scoured through all of the weird ones. He is nice. Mia's a great character. My dad was actually so sad when he found out she died so early on, because he just loved her character. Well, that's news to me. I want to help him out any way I can. I just really want to help him. I own that much. It's over! My life! Everything! It's all over! Is that your client screaming over there? Yeah, it's him. Death, despair! Ah! I'm gonna do it! I'm gonna die! It's like episode 2 when she dies. No, it is episode 2. Like, episode 1 just covers the first case. She dies in episode 2. Like, you're not wrong. Like, I'm watching the whole thing. It's not bad. Like, it definitely makes a lot of changes from the original games for, like, pacing and, like, certain legal in certain like elements of the game, but it's still interesting. It sounds like he wants to die. Like we should help him not die. Yeah. Nick! Hey there, Larry. He's that one guy that you don't want to invite to the group chat or to the barbecue, but he just does anyway. Dude, I'm so guilty. Tell him I'm guilty. Yeah, I killed her. Give me the death sentence. I ain't afraid to die. Give it to me. What's wrong with you, Larry? What's wrong? Oh, it's all over. I'm finished. I'm finished. Oh wait, there's an autoplay. I'm not gonna use that since I want to be able to like just pause to just talk. So, but it's good to know that that's a button I'll never push. I can't live in a world without her. I can't. Who took her away from me, Nick? Who did this? Tell me and I'll turn into the Punisher. The funny part is, from the anime, he doesn't want to die or anything, so this is kind of fun. It is. In the anime, it's like, I didn't do it. I swear I didn't do it. I don't want to die. And here, it's like, just kill me already. Ah, Nick, you gotta tell me who took my baby away. The person responsible for your girlfriend's death? The newspapers say it was you. Case closed, Your Honor. Here's your guilty verdict. Someone get light yog me, just write the guy's name in. My name is Phoenix Wright, and I am a lawyer. Here's the story. My first case is a fairly simple one. The woman is still dead. A young woman was killed in her apartment. The guy they arrested was the unlucky sap dating her. Larry Butts. My best friend since grade school, which you wouldn't get because of how much we hate him in the whole game. Our school had a saying, when something smells, it's usually the butts. Larry had really bad halitosis and gas. My name is Phoenix Wrong, and I were wrong, anyone. That's his alter ego, it's just he's wrong about everything. In the 23 years I've known him, it's usually been true. He has a knack for getting himself into trouble. One thing I can say, though, it's usually not his fault. He just has terrible luck. We're surprised he didn't just die beforehand. But, you know, I guess he's not too unlucky after all. But I know better than anyone that he's a good guy at heart. He's an honest Butts. That and I owe him one. I owe this Butts. Like, there's a lot of just butt jokes you can make. Which is why I took the case, to clear his butt. And that's just what I'm going to do. August 3rd, 10 a.m., District Court, courtroom number 2. We couldn't get courtroom number 1, unfortunately. What voice should I give the... I feel like I should just go like the old man, so like, court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Larry Butts. Just do like I feel like a Ronald Reagan would work. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Oh man, I'm sweating up a storm. Not joking, I like the fact that some of their names are kind of funny and fit the personality. Yeah, I like the whole like Akira Toriyama style name where they're all just kind of like puns on something. Like it's Phoenix Wright, it's like this is Winston Payne. Like I do like that. You don't see that a lot like in later bits of the trilogy where you get normal named people like Dahlia Hawthorne, Damon Gant, even though he's technically non-canon. Like Viola Cadaverini, like they kind of move a little bit away from it, but it's still, I still like when they're all like puns. I like that. Mr. Wright, this is your first trial, is it not? Yes, Your Honor. I'm a little nervous. Oh man, I think I just pooped myself. In this court of gods, my pants are soiled. Your conduct during this trial will decide the fate of your client. Your confidence will decide if we kill him or not. Murder is a serious charge. For your client's sake, I hope you can control your nerves. Actually, mean, in the legal system, there are actually certain charges that are actually more, like, detrimental and, like, dangerous than just killing one person. But, you know, in this world, you don't really see more than that. I bet there's a guy called Luke At Me, and his name sounds like Luke At Me. Yeah, I know, I remember Luke At Me. Thank you, Your Honor. Ah, man, I think I just peed myself, too. Mr. Wright, given the circumstances, I think we should have a test to ascertain your readiness. Check the boxes to prove you're not a robot. Yes, Your Honor. Go! Hands shaking, eyesight fading, palms sweating, knees weak, arms heavy, mom spaghetti. I had to make the joke at least once. The test will consist of a few simple questions. Answer them clearly and concisely. Now, what is 2 plus 2? Please state the name of the defendant in this case. Okay, this is where we can get, technically, the first trophy. Like I said at the beginning, there's already one trophy gotten, so we just watch the cutscene. This is one of the first ones. I'm going for the Platinum Trophy, just because they're kind of funny, because some of the trophies are just like the story trophies. Others are missable, because you have to say specific things in specific cases. This is the first one. If you say it's Mia Fey, the defendant, that's Mia Fey. Oh, and also we have a court record here with our profiles. So like Mia Fey, 27, Larry Butts, 23, Cindy Stone, 22, she's dead, Winston Payne, 52. Why does this picture make him look like an assassin? Generally bad at getting his points across. Yeah, oh no. And then just evidence. My attorney's badge. No one would believe I was a defense attorney if I didn't carry this. And Cindy's autopsy report. The defendant, that's Mia Fey? Wrong, right? Look, I have to leave. I have to go home. I'm expecting a delivery. I bought something from Cyber Monday. Ah, come on, Chief. There's no need to be going so soon, is there? Listen, Wright. The defendant is the one on trial. Your client. I mean, that's about as basic as you can get. Put my foot in it this time. I've got to relax. Sorry, I couldn't hear your answer. I'll ask once more. There we go. Please turn in your badge, trophy earned. Please state the name of the defendant in this case. Oh, and also, in this tutorial, you cannot lose. You can lose every single bit of your credibility, and it will never drop. So that was also the first one. And also, to keep myself on track so I don't miss any of these trophies, I actually have a guide pulled up that shows it. So shout out to Haptism on PlayStationTrophies.org for this guide that will be used to get our Platinum Trophy. So, with that said, it's Larry Butts. The defendant? Well, that's Larry Butts, Your Honor. Correct! Gold star! Just keep your wits about you and you'll do fine. Next question. This is a murder trial. Tell me, what's the victim's name? Phew, I know this one. Glad I read the case report cover to cover so many times. Good thing I did my job. Wait, No, wait, I forgot! I'm drawing a total blank here. I shouldn't have spent all last night playing Marvel Rivals. Phoenix, are you absolutely sure you're up to this? Did you actually pass the bar? You don't even know the victim's name? Oh, the victim. Of course I know the victim's name. I just forgot, temporarily. I think I feel a migraine coming on. It's like I'm hungover, I've gotta go. Look, the victim's name is listed in the court record. Just press the breaking the fourth wall moment. Just press the R1 button to check it at any time, okay? Remember to check it often. Do it for me, please, I'm begging you. You give me headaches! Let's just Drake and Josh it. Mr. Wright, who was the victim in this case? It's the Cinder Block. Mia Fey, she's been dead this whole time, Your Honor. POV, when someone pulls out a record called Goon before anyone knew what that meant. Oh no. Your Honor, I have a goon. It's Cindy Stone. The victim's name is Cindy Stone. I don't believe I missed anything. I'm just gonna pull it up. We're not gonna be spoiling ourselves or anything. Like, it's just all the end of it. Yeah, no, not yet. The next trophy's not until episode 4, apparently. Yeah. The victim's name is Cindy Stone. Correct. Now tell me, what was the cause of death? She died because she was poisoned. Yes, she was poisoned into blunt force trauma. Hit with a blunt object. She was struck once by a blunt object. I almost made him the judge. I'm gonna encompass all. I'm Ronald Reagan. She was struck once by a blunt object. Correct. You've answered all my questions. I see no reason why we shouldn't proceed. Well, you passed your math test with flying colors. Let's get back to the murder trial. I like doing this. You seem much more relaxed, Mr. Wright. Good for you. Gold star, boy. Thank you, Your Honor. Because I don't feel relaxed, that's for sure. Yo, Clocks and the Moxman, welcome. You're just in time to hear Ronald Reagan be a judge. Well then, first, a question for the prosecution, Mr. Payne. Yes, Your Honor. As Mr. Wright just told us, the victim was struck with a blunt object. Would you explain to the court just what that object was? The murder weapon was this statue of a thinker. It was found laying on the floor, next to the victim. I like doing... I'm just over here drinking a clearly Canadian. Like, while you were doing your test, I was just over here getting drunk. I think, I just assume it's an alcoholic beverage. I see. The court accepts this into evidence. Statue in the shape of the thinker. It's rather heavy. Right? Be sure to pay attention to any evidence added during the trial. Don't mess this up or I'm just leaving. Now the evidence is the only ammunition you have in court. Truth bullets, go! It's like the Danganronpa time. Using breaking the fourth wall. A moment number 2. Use the R1 button to check the court record frequently. Mr. Payne, the prosecution may call its first witness. Should I go for the nasally voice? It's flavored water, but it's nice. Oh, okay. I was thinking it's alcohol. Should I go for like the nasally voice, or should I do a different voice for Payne? I want to do like different voice acting for this game. So should I go the nasally voice or something different? Also, I have a feeling this will hurt my throat, so it's a good thing I've got Ricola. One of them just fell out. Make him sound like a creep? What's a good way to do that? What's a good creep? The prosecution calls the defense, Mr. Butts, to the stand. Chief, what do I do now? They're calling witnesses. Pay attention. You don't want to miss any information that might help your client's case. You'll get your chance to respond to the prosecution later, so be ready. Let's just hope he doesn't say anything unfortunate. Let's hope he doesn't do anything incriminating. Uh-oh, Larry gets excited easily. This could be bad. Pulls out a gun. Shh, no witnesses. Sorry, Larry. Mr. Butts, is it not true that the victim had recently dumped you? I think I'm gonna go for this voice, like a drunk uncle. Hey, watch it, buddy! We were great together. We were Romeo and Juliet, Cleopatra and Mark Antony, which are fitting descriptions, considering one of us died. Didn't they all die? Yes, they did, Phoenix. I smell colors. I wasn't dumb. She just wasn't taking my phone calls or seeing me, ever. She filed a restraining order. She ghosted me. She had a private investigator go and beat me up. What's it to you anyway? Mr. Butts, that's what you describe as generally what we call I dumped. In fact, she had completely abandoned you and was seeing other men. She had just returned from overseas with one of them the day before the murder. I taste the rainbow and I see Atlantis. That must be some good, clearly Canadian then. What do you mean, one of them? Lies! All of it! Lies! I don't believe a word of it! You liar! Just everyone has a gun now. Your Honor, the victim's passport. According to this, she was in Paris until the day before she died. Oh, I'm hungover. I feel like I'm losing it, so his voice will just fluctuate. The victim apparently arrived home from Paris on 7:30, the day before the murder. That poor end of July. It's not even alcoholic, so it's fine as a drink. I know, it's just funny. Indeed, she appears to have returned the day before the murder. Dude, no way. What happened to your eyeballs? The victim was a I'm gonna have a hard time keeping track of the voices, but I'll do my best. The victim was a model, but did not have a large income. She said that it appears that she had several sugar daddies. I wish I was one of them. Daddies? Sugar? I'm still 23 and new to life. Yes, older men who gave her money and gifts. She took their money and used it to support a lifestyle. Dude, we can clearly see what kind of woman this Miss Stone was. Tell me, Mr. Butts. I've made him Southern now, but I kind of want to roll with it. Tell me, Mr. Butts, what do you think of her now? Right? I don't think you want him to answer that question. Yeah, Larry has a way of running his mouth in all the wrong directions. Should I wait and see what happens, or stop him from answering? Don't incriminate himself further. My client had no idea the victim was seeing other men. That question is irrelevant to this case. Go. Dude, Nick, what do you mean irrelevant? That cheating she-dog! I'm gonna die. I'm just gonna drop dead. Yeah, and when I meet her in the afterlife, I'm going to get to the bottom of this. Well then, let's continue with the trial, shall we? Never mind that random outburst. Oh. I believe the accused's motive is clear to everyone. Yes, quite. This man definitely murdered that woman. Oh boy, this is not looking good. Excuse me. Next question. You went to the victim's apartment on the day of the murder, did you not? Gulp. Well, did you or did you not? Well, maybe I did and maybe I didn't. I'm just gonna lie in this court of law. Uh-oh. He went? What do? Have him answer honestly. I know. I'll send him a signal. That's my signal! Tell the truth! Yeah, I was there. I went. This is my signal. Tell the truth! Like, subtle. Yeah, I was there. I went. Order. Well, Mr. Butts. Dude, chill. She wasn't home, man. So I didn't see her. I'm gonna make Butts a stoner. I think that works. Objection! Your Honor! I kind of want to go off of that objection. Your Honor, the defendant is lying! Okay, that's a good creep voice. Lying? Someone committed perjury in this court of law? The prosecution would like to call a witness who can prove Mr. Butts was lying. Well, that simplifies matters. Who was your witness? The man who found the victim's body. Just before making the gruesome discovery, he saw the defendant fleeing the scene of the crime. I can't pick a voice. Order in this court. Mr. Payne, the prosecution may call us witness. Yes, Your Honor. Really? Yes, if Papyrus is in Ace Attorney, the Papyrus voice. This is bad. On the day of the murder, my witness was selling newspapers at the victim's building. Please bring Mr. Frank Sott to the stand. I kind of like him being Papyrus instead. Mr. Sott, you sell newspaper subscriptions, is that correct? Oh, yes, newspapers, yes. Mr. Sott, you may proceed with your testimony. I like the fact that you went from creep to southern to the actual voice, then Papyrus. I couldn't pick a I can't nail a creep voice because I myself am not a creep. And southern just didn't fit him. And then I don't think I could sustain doing the actual Winston Payne voice, so Winston Payne is Papyrus from now on. I apologize to Papyrus fans. Please tell the court what you saw on the day of the murder. I'm not a crook. Witness testimony. Witness's account. I was going door to door, selling subscriptions when I saw a man fleeing an apartment. I thought he must be in a hurry because he left the door half open behind him. Thinking it strange, I looked inside the apartment. All I found was spaghetti. Then I saw her lying there, a woman, not moving, dead. I quailed in fright and found myself unable to go inside. I thought to call the police immediately. However, the phone in her apartment wasn't working. I went to a nearby park and found a public phone. I remember the time exactly. It was 1 p.m. 1 p.m., and yet she died between 4 and 5 p.m. The man who ran was, without a doubt, the defendant sitting right over there. Would you like to buy my snake oil? Larry, why didn't you tell the truth? I can't defend you against a testimony like that. Incidentally, why wasn't the phone in the victim's apartment working? Yeah, Your Honor, at the time of the murder, there was a blackout in the building. Aren't phones supposed to work during a blackout? What kind of technology do we have in this era? Yes, Your Honor. However, some cordless phones do not function normally. The phone that Mr. Sott used was one of those. Your Honor, I have a record of the blackouts for your perusal. This should have been presented before the trial even began. First bit of second bit of stuff that would not actually happen in a court of law. This stuff, is supposed to be presented before the trial begins. I watch a lot of legal shows. And by that I mean I watch a lot of cop shows. Electricity to Miss Stone's building was cut out from noon to 6 p.m. on the day of the crime. Now, Mr. Wright. Yes, yes, Your Honor. Yes, ready for duty! You may begin your cross-examination. Cross-examination, Your Honor? I'm still in law school, right? All right, Wright, this is it. The real deal. What exactly am I supposed to do? I'm still new to all this. Why you exposed the lies in the testimony the witness just gave. Lies! What? He was lying? Gasp! Your client is innocent, right? Then that witness must have lied in his testimony. Or is your client really guilty? How do I prove he's not? I'm incompetent! You hold the key. It's in the evidence. Compare the witness's testimony to the evidence at hand. There's bound to be a contradiction in there. First, find contradictions between the court record and the witness's testimony. Then, once you've found the contradicting evidence, present it and rub it in the witness's face. Okay. Open the court record with the R1 button, then point out contradictions to the testimony. I know the joke is like breaking fourth wall, but considering in the anime they have like the actual like high-tech screens, I like to imagine that there's just like a controller that allows them to present the evidence electronically. Like, it's not even a keyboard, they just have like a controller in front of them. It's like, this is my evidence! And now, cross-examination. We already know what it is. So we can either press or we can present. We have to present the autopsy report. You found the body at 1 p.m., you're sure? Yes, it was 1 p.m. It was 1 p.m. for certain. Frankly, I find that hard to believe! Just the slamming of the desk. Your statement directly contradicts the autopsy report. The autopsy notes from the time of death at some time after 4 p.m. There was no body to find at 1 p.m. Phoenix, a woman has died. This is not the time to make a pun. How do you explain this 3-hour gap? Oh, that. Actually, since he's a salesman, I should give him the Spamton voice. Like, oh, that. This is trivial. The witness merely forgot the time. After his testimony, I find that hard to believe. This man sold me snake oil. He is clearly honest. Mr. Sot, why were you so certain that you found the body at 1 p.m.? Gee, that's a really good question. Big shot? Great job, Wright. Way to put him on the spot. Way to give him anxiety. That's all you have to do. Point out contradictions. Lies always beget more lies. See through one and add their whole story falls apart. Wait, I remember now! Would you care to give your testimony again? I see someone misremembered something and lied in a court of law. Well, I'll just let it pass. I'm not a crook. The time of discovery. You see, when I found the body, I heard the time. There was a voice saying the time. It was probably coming from the television. Despite there being a blackout beforehand. Oh, but it was 3 hours off, wasn't it? I guess the victim must have been watching a video of a taped program. Yeah, just as a reminder, this game was from the early 90s, or late 90s, and came out, and the trilogy itself, which is just the first 3 games in one, came out in 2001. So this game is a little outdated. Like it was a product of its time. That's why I thought it was 1 p.m. Terribly sorry about the misunderstanding, everybody. I'm sorry I committed perjury in a court of law. I see. You heard a voice saying the time on a taped program. Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness. Right, you know what to do. I've got this one. I've got my 40. I got my Magnum. I got my gun ready. He's not a big shot. I think it still works for him. Yeah, came from the television, and yet there was a blackout. Wasn't just not noticing. United States of America. Despite this technically supposed to be like, it's weird because of the localization. This game is both America and it's Japan, like at the same time. Which, wait, it's San Francisco! This is a part of the Big Hero 6 universe! I figured it out. Objection! Hold it right there! I've got you ready. The prosecution has said that there was a blackout at the time of the discovery. And this record proves it. You couldn't have heard a television or a video! You're not a big shot after all! The defense has a point. Do you have an explanation for this, Mr. Sot? No, I find it quite puzzling myself, quite! Oh, I found his voice. Snake oil salesman. But wait, I remember now! Mr. Sot, the court would prefer to hear an accurate testimony from the very beginning. Perjury committed once again, and I'm gonna let it slide. These constant corrections are harming your credibility, and mine. That and you seem rather distraught. Who moves their shoulders like this a bunch? It's like cats all over again. My apologies, Your Honor. It must have been the shock of finding the body. Very well, Mr. Sot. Let's hear your testimony once more, please. I'm not a crook, but you are. Hearing the time. Actually, I didn't hear the time. I saw it. As I am Mr. Sot. There was a table clock in the apartment, wasn't there? Yeah, the murder weapon. The killer used it to hit the victim. That must have been what I saw. Excuse me. You saw a clock. I guess that would explain it. The defense may cross-examine the witness. Gladly. Cross-examination. There was a table clock in the apartment. The murder weapon. Despite this being a statue.
Objection!
Wait just a moment! Go forth, my stand! Star blood! It looks like he's just doing a stand attack. The murder weapon wasn't a clock! It was this statue! Now, how is this supposed to be a clock? It doesn't look like one in the slightest! Outside of that black bar underneath the feet. What? You with your objections and your evidence, just who do you think you are? Some kind of big shot attorney? Just answer the question, Mr. Sot. Hey, I saw it there, okay? That's a clock! Your Honor, if I may. Yes, Mr. Ping? As the witness stated, this statue is indeed a clock. The neck is a switch. You just tilt it and it says the time out loud. Which is kind of weird when you think about it, because you're basically snapping the neck in order for it to tell the time. Like, tell me the time! It is 4:57 p.m. It's like, my neck is snapped. As it doesn't look like a clock, I submitted it as a statue. My apologies. This stuff is supposed to be explained before court begins. It's supposed to be, like, this is supposed to be in the evidence log. I see. So the murder weapon was a table clock after all. Well, Mr. Wright, it appears that the witness's testimony was correct. This is a clock. Do you have any problems with this testimony now? Yes, I do, because he could not have known it was a clock unless he used it. Your Honor, there is a gaping hole in the witness's testimony. The only way he could have known the weapon was a clock is to hold it in his hand. Yet the witness testified that he never entered the apartments. Clearly, a contradiction! Indeed. The witness knew it was a clock because he went into the apartments. You're lying! You were inside the apartment on the day of the murder! I'm accusing chat right now! Oh yeah? Prove it! Prove I was in there! I'll do better than that. I can prove you were the one who killed her. You struck her with the clock, and the shock of the blow triggered the clock's voice. That was the sound you heard! The pantomime guys are like, oh, yeah, okay, yeah, I get that. Oh no, he found out! Order in the courts! Intriguing. Please continue, Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Sot, you look really disappointed in what happened here. It's like, ah, come on, I just murdered a woman! Ah, come on! The sound must have left quite an impression on you. Understandable, since the murder weapon spoke just as you hit the victim. That voice was burned into your mind. That's why you were so certain about the time. What's the meaning of this? This is all baseless conjecture. Baseless? Just look at the witness's face. He looks like he wants to punch me. Would the witness care to elaborate? Did you strike the victim with a clock? Hey, that day, I never. Look, the clock. I heard. No, I saw. I'm having an aneurysm. Shut up! I hate you, you lousy good-for-nothing! It was him, I tell you! I saw him! He killed her, and he should burn! Burn! Give him death! Burn him at the stake! I've convicted him as a witch! I always love the pantomime crowd, just in there, just like, Order! Order in the court, I say! Your Honor, a moment. Well, no. Your Honor, a moment, please. There isn't a shred of evidence supporting the defense's claims. Mr. Wright, Your Honor, you claim the sound the witness heard came from the clock. Do you have any evidence? The whole case is riding on this. I'd better think it through carefully. Your Honor, the sound Mr. Sod heard was definitely this clock. The fact which is clear if you simply try sounding the clock. Like, the batteries are the evidence. Let's sound the clock now, here in this court. Your Honor, may I have the clock? I ask the court to listen very carefully as I snap a man's neck. I think it's 8:25. That certainly is a strange way to announce the time. Who would want to snap a man's neck? Well, he is the thinker, after all. So, we've heard the clock. What are your conclusions, Mr. Wright? Mr. Payne, can you tell me what time it is now? It's 11:25. It's 11:25. Ah! As you can see, this clock is exactly 3 hours slow, precisely the discrepancy between what Mr. Sod heard and the actual time of death. So, Mr. Sod, try to talk your way out of this one. I'm not buying your solar panels. You forgot one thing. Uh-oh, what's he talking about now? While it may seem like this clock is running 3 hours slow, it proves nothing. How do you know it was running 3 hours slow on the day of the murder? If you can't prove that, you don't have a case. He's right! How am I going to prove that? Outside of, the evidence. Dang it! I was so close! If only I was a good lawyer. Mr. Wright, it seems you lack the critical evidence to support your claim. Yes, Your Honor. I mean, it's obvious that it's because of the passport, but, I guess we're just incompetent lawyers. This means I cannot let you indict the witness. Unfortunately, I forgot the evidence myself, even though I'm supposed to know the evidence in this court of law. This ends the cross-examination of Mr. Frank's side. I come all the way down here to testify, and look what happens! I lost my toupee! You treat me like a criminal! A criminal! Like all I did was give you my hyperlinked blocked! You lawyers are all slime! That actually does sound like something he would say. I almost had him! If only my aim was better. I'm sorry, Larry. I failed you. Just slam the desk. Larry, I apologize for being a loser. You're going to die now. There's nothing I can do about it now. Not so fast, Mr. Sod! Chief! Listen up, Wright. Don't throw this one away. Not like this. Think! Think, Mark! Think! But Chief, it's over! He ended cross-examination! I can't prove the clock was slow the day of the murder! No one can prove that. Well, no. You can prove it. That doesn't mean you can't still win. Try thinking out of the box, and remember your evidence. Don't waste time doubting the facts. Assume the clock was 3 hours slow, and think it through. Ask yourself, why was the clock 3 hours slow? Figure out the reason, and you'll have your proof. Right? Right? Can you think of a reason as to why the clock would be 3 hours slow? It really does upset me that it's not like, just look at the evidence. Yes. Wait! That's right! Evidence! Maybe I can prove it. You must have evidence somewhere that can prove it, right? Find it and let them have it. Well, Mr. Wright, you say the clock was already running slow on the day of the murder. Have you found evidence to support this claim? Of course. There is a piece of evidence in this court record that can prove my claim beyond a doubt. Ha! Tough words, little slime! Let's see you pull this one off! Big shots! If you can, I'll give you my Cromer key! And the evidence is the passport. Okay, gives the opponent the evidence. Like, I got your evidence right here! Evidence! Just like shucks it at Payne. Like, the passport. Take that! The victim had just returned home from abroad the day before the murder. As we all know, the time difference between here, aka Japan, and Paris is 9 hours. I think. I've never been good at geometry. When it's 4 p.m. here, it's 1 a.m. the next day there. The clock wasn't 3 hours slow, it was 9 hours fast! The victim hadn't reset her clock since returning home. That's why the time you heard when you struck her dead in her apartment was wrong! Proof enough for you, Mr. Saw It? Or should I say, Mr. Did It? Thank you for coming to my comedy show. Folks, I'll be here all day, hey? He's dead. The witness take like a cyanide pill? Order! Order, I say! This man just died! He took a cyanide capsule and poisoned himself. Well, this case has certainly turned out differently than we all expected. We expected a man whose last name is Butts to be a murderer, but he was innocent. Mr. Payne, your witness? He was arrested and has been taken away, Your Honor. I don't know how we can arrest a corpse, but we did. Very well. Mr. Wright? Yes, Your Honor? I have to say, I'm impressed. I don't think I've ever seen someone complete a defense so quickly. Normally, these kinds of cases take weeks, months sometimes even. But you beat it in a day. You're truly a speedrunner at heart. And find the true culprit at the same time. Just speedrun any percent. Thank you, Your Honor. I put a lot of time into Pokemon and Sonic. Not actually sure on my part, but at this point, this is only a formality, but this court finds the defendant, Mr. Larry Butts, not guilty. And with that, this court is adjourned. I'm not a crook. It turns out that Frank Saw It was a common burglar. That's why he was wearing black gloves. We find Mary Butts instantly. Oh my gosh. You know how like some women will insist on keeping their name in marriage, which is something I'm all for because some men just have last names you just don't want to have. Do you think if Larry ever gets married, his wife will request to have her name taken? Insanity, not instantly. Oh, like we find Mary Butts instantly. Like Cindy's just not dead. Or actually, maybe he had just moved on and just didn't tell anyone. But seriously, do you think that'll happen? Because you gotta think on like, in certain like case of marriages, like some people will probably want to have their last name changed. Like, I'm sorry, Larry, I'm not taking Butts as my last name. We're keeping Smith. He posed as a newspaper salesman to check in to see when people were out of the house. That day, Excuse me. When Larry went to her apartment, the victim wasn't home. After he left, Mr. Saw let himself in to do his dirty work. While he was searching her place, the victim returned. Flustered, Mr. Saw grabbed the nearest blunt object he could find and committed murder. Once again, as a reminder, she's dead. August 3rd, 2:32 p.m., District Court, Defendant Lobby, number 2. Ooh. Oh, that back pop felt nice. That was in my lower back, too. That was good. Phew, I still can't believe we won. I'm really confident in myself. Right, good job in there. Congratulations, even though I had no confidence in you whatsoever after you accused me of being the murderer. Thanks, Chief. I owe it all to you. Not at all, not at all. You fought your own battles in there, even though I had to assist you one time. It's been a while since I've seen a trial end on such a satisfying note. I've never seen the Chief looking this happy. Truly satisfying for the butts. If she's this glad, imagine how Larry must feel. My life is, dude, my life is over. Larry, you're supposed to be happy. What's wrong now? Sure, your ex was dead, but you should still be happy you're not going to prison. Ah, Nick, don't worry about me. I'll be dead and gone soon. I'll be rejoining the moss eventually. Good. Wait, no, I mean, bad, do not die! Larry, you're innocent. The case is closed. But my Cindy Windy's gone, man. Gone forever. Cindy's with the Windy. Larry, she was a... never mind. Like, Larry, it all returns to the moss. It does. This channel will always bring moss back. Like, Larry, she dumped you. She ghosted you, actually. Congratulations, Harry. Harry? Yes, you. I can practically see the headlines now. Harry Butts, innocent. I hate my life. Thanks. I really owe you one. I'm not gonna correct you at all, because my name is actually Harry. Harry Larry Butts. Although some people call me Seymour. I won't forget this, ever. Let's celebrate. Dinner? Movie? My treat. Hey, I got the munchies, man. I almost forgot I made him a stoner. Oh no, I couldn't. Hey, I was the one who got you off the hook. She was just counseling. Oh, hey. Here, take this. It's a present. I cleaned the blood off just fine. Doesn't even smell like pennies. Present? For me? Wait, wasn't this the evidence that... Actually, I made this clock for her. I made one for her and one for me. So people can think we're a couple. Really? You made this? That's actually impressive. A clock is probably one of the easier mechanical things a person could build, but it's still impressive. Especially the way he made it and voiced it. Like, you have to think. Like, he gave the thing a voice box, which means he probably had to do the voicing himself, or he had to hire a voice actor, and then he had them speak, like, say, in the thinker's voice, all the different times of a day. So, you gotta admit, that's just impressive. That he's able to either voice it himself or find a voice actor. And also, he also carved a statue of it that's clearly not plastic if it's strong enough to be a blunt force object, so it must have been like stone. You gotta actually give Larry his props. Well, thank you. I'll keep this as a memento, since it's not the murder weapon. Yo, Nick. Can you believe it? I was so into that chick, and it turns out she didn't even do weed. She was just playing me for a fool. I think it was like some kind of a copper or something. Well, that's actually more impressive than it being stone. That means he learned how to, like, shape metal. Like, that is not an easy task. Like either that or he randomly found, like, a copper thinker statue and just, like, super glued it on. Either way, like, good on you, Larry. Like, you've actually got some craft talent. He's surprisingly good at arts and crafts. Don't they make you just want to cry, man? I would actually do a crying voice, but I'm so high. Larry. Are you sure? Squeeze me. I think she thought quite a lot of you in her own way. Nah, you don't gotta sympathize with me, okay? I got my blunts and I'm fine. Oh, I'm not just sympathizing. Really? Isn't that right, Wright? Don't you have something to show your friend? Something that proves how she felt about it? Huh? Oh, yeah, sorry, I got a contact high for a second. What the heck is she talking about? Like, of course! Her autopsy report! She thought of you in her dying moments. No, it's the statue.
Take that!
Take that! Check this out, Larry. Positive proof you weren't just some chump to her. Huh? What about that clock? This is the clock you made for her, Larry, and she took it with her when she traveled. Whatever. She probably just needed a clock, that's all. You think so? It's a pretty heavy clock to take traveling. Well, make of it what you will. Hey, Nick. I'm glad I asked you to be my lawyer. Really, I am, thanks. No one, I could have found other people, but, you know, nepotism and all that. I like the fact in the show, she said she was from Japan or something. Did they change that in the game, or was that just an anime thing? They changed it in the game, because the anime actually has the original Japanese translation. But I actually talked about this with my dad when we were watching it. I am always fascinated by localization, because during the times when stuff like that was being localized, we don't do it as much anymore, but during that time, Japan didn't think that America would understand certain, like, Japanese bits of culture, like they wouldn't understand ramen or rice balls. So what they would do is they would change certain things in localization. So when this game was first ported to America, they changed the localization to be American. So that's why in the anime she was from Japan, but here it's more she was in America because of that because of the localization, which is why Maya's into burgers instead of ramen. It's why he sells samurai hot dogs instead of bean paste buns. So it's something I find very interesting. Pokemon was also a victim of this. Excuse me. With the 4Kids dub of the original Pokemon anime, with the always iconic jelly donut scene where he's calling a rice ball a jelly donut, or the scene with the hoagie sandwich that's like tumbling down a hill when it's supposed to be a rice ball. Like, localization's kind of interesting because it really shows how far we've come when it comes to appreciating Japanese culture. We've gone from not understanding we've come from being kind of shaky in trust to being enemies to, like, not fully understanding everything to now weeb culture. Like, I find it very fascinating in, like, a historical and cultural standpoint. It's very interesting. Hope that made him feel a little better. Right? I hope you see the importance of evidence now. I hope you see how important it is to remember the evidence you're given as a lawyer. Also, hopefully you realize things change depending on how you look at them. Isn't that an actual thing in quantum physics? I forget the name. I learned it from Phineas and Ferb, but there's an actual law in chaos theory, I believe it is, where just the mere observation of an object can change its outcome. So that's just Mia clearly knows her stuff. People too. We never really know if our clients are guilty or innocent. You know, we just have to prove, all we can do is believe in them. Something my dad told me as a lawyer, never believe in your clients, just believe in the evidence. Proceeds to die. Yes, things change. Yes, things change the more you look at it. It's like, wow, this person was alive, now they're dead. I should really turn off my laser vision. Like, the first thought I had reading that comment. In order to believe in them, you have to believe in yourself. Not actually how you're supposed to conduct yourself as a lawyer, but you know what? Sure, power of friendship. Right. Listen, learn, grow strong, get an education. Like, actually earn your degree in legal counseling, in legal defense. Never let go of what you believe in. Never. Well, I think our work here is done. Shall we be off? I'm gonna go hit up some Arby's. First place that popped into mind, I'd rather Chick-fil-A, but I already said it. Yeah, I guess so. I'm getting hungry. Oh, how about dinner? On me. We're not going to Arby's, don't worry. We'll drink a toast to innocent butts. A toast to butts that will never be put online. Yeah. Oh, speaking of Harry, you were saying part of why you became a lawyer was because of him. She's still gonna say it's only Harry instead of Larry. Oh, yeah. Part, at least. Hang on, I gotta put my back a little bit. Okay, that feels better. You'll have to tell me, you'll have to tell me more about it sometime. Maybe over drinks? We can get wasted and you can tell me about your troubled past. And so, my first trial came to a close. Larry slapped me on the back and said, "Gee, Nick, it's good to have friends." But I'm pretty sure he's not going to pay us, unless you count the clock he gave me. Yeah, dude, I was supposed to get paid my $10,000 in legal fees, but you know what? Sure, I'll take a handmade clock. I didn't know it then, but that clock was soon going to be at the center of another incident. And another one bites the dust, and another one's down, and another one's down. And my promise to tell the chief about me and Larry would be one promise that I wouldn't be able to keep. The end. The first turnabout! Trophy earned! A brand new episode has been added. Turnabout Sisters. I think I'll have just enough time to do these 2 episodes and then maybe end the stream there. Because I kind of like doing it that we do like a case, like 1 case every stream, unless one of them's really short, like a tutorial. The cellular is ringing. Hello? This is Maya. Hey Maya, it's me. Mia, what's up? You haven't called in a little while. I thought you were dead. Sorry, I've been so busy. How have you been? Well, lonely, and it's all your fault. Why'd you have to go and abandon us, Mia? Nah, I'm just teasing. I've been great. I'm finally getting used to having my own place. I threw out all of your stuff, including your old bed, and now I've got the largest bedroom in the house. Actually, I'm calling because I have a favor to ask. I know. You want me to hold evidence for you. I don't know if that's actually legal or not. Isn't evidence supposed to be in, like, a warehouse before a case starts? Sharp as always. There's a lot of buzz about the upcoming trial. I just don't feel safe keeping the evidence here. I gotcha. So what is it this time? It's a clock. A clock? Yeah, it's made to look like that statue, the Thinker, and it tells you the time. I thought you might like it. You always liked toys. You were always the childish one, Maya. Hey, I'm not a little girl anymore, sis. Now, you know I'm only teasing. I should probably tell you, the clock isn't talking right now. Huh? It's not working? That's lame. I had to take the clockwork out. Sorry. I put some papers inside it instead. Papers? Is that the evidence then? Well, there's a possibility that it might turn out that way, yes. Can you come by the office tonight? Say 9 o'clock? Say 9 o'clock to pick it up? I'll be in a pre-trial meeting until then. Okay, sis, but I expect dinner. Something good, like McDonald's. Like burgers! So I could really go for a good burger. even though it's supposed to be ramen. Because of localization, it was made to, some of the dialogue was made to gear more towards American. So that's why this is supposed to be ramen, but instead it's burgers. Even in the anime, she prefers ramen instead. Like, I could really go for a good burger. Okay, we'll hit the usual joint. We'll hit up Burger King. Alright, it's a deal. Okay, sis, see you soon for Impossible Whoppers. Yep, I'll be waiting, Maya. Beep! It's always so unnecessarily loud. Conversation recorded, September 5th, 9:27 a.m. So a lot of time later, September 5th, 8:57 p.m. Faye & Co. Law Offices. Now, Miss Faye, I'll take what's mine, the papers. I'm sorry, but I can't give you what I don't have. Miss Faye, you're a poor liar. Why, I see it right over there. That must be the thinker that swallowed those papers. How could you know? Oh, you are not cogniferous of my background. Gathering information is my business, you see. I don't even know if cogniferous is a word. I should have been more careful. Ho-ho, my dear Miss Faye, I'm so very sorry, but I'm afraid I must ask you for one more thing. Your eternal silence. Farewell, Miss Faye. The very same murder weapon, done by a different man in a pink suit. Man, that weapon really attracts... Oh, red, white, and blue. America killed me! Anywho, September 5th at 9:08 p.m., Faye & Co. Law Offices. She's dead. Anywho. Uh-oh, I'm late. Huh? That's strange. Guess Chief left without me. She said her sister was coming over, so we should all go out together. Or to dinner. What's that smell? Someone bring Burger King? Burger King apparently smells like blood. Mia! Maybe she's in her office. Move! But first, examine. Like, what's going on here? I smell blood. That can't be good. Second, look at the plants. I want to look at the plants, though. Like, what does this painting mean? What is it trying to convey? Also, we already have a court record. It's just our badge. Right. To the office! We were already kind of in the office. We just had to go further in. That smell. Blood! I know it all too well. Oh, yes, I do. I know blood all too well. Cry. Sis. Someone's there. My sister is dead! Chief? Chief? Chief! Just the Metal Gear Solid game over just appears. Snake! 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 Colonel, I've been hit with the thinker. There's a spirit medium for some reason. Which would actually fit in a Metal Gear Solid game. Who are you? Are you the killer? Well, she's dead. Cruel, I've been hit with the thick cheek slap! Oh no! Is it him, the chef of throwing it back? He's the killer! The strange girl dropped out cold. I left her lying on the office sofa. I went back to the chief where she lay under the window. Yep, she is dead. Her body was still warm. I could feel it when I held her shoulder. Then, all too quickly, it began to fade. Rigor mortis finally set in. Until finally, she was cold. Okay, time of death is 1:54 p.m. on September 5th. during the solar eclipse on a leap year. Chief. Slide to the left. Slide to the right. So it's called slide. Just slide to the left. Slide to the right. What up this time? Chief. It's hard seeing her like this, but if there are any clues here, she was struck on the head with a blunt object. She probably died instantly. The thinker lying next to her must have been the murder weapon. Man, this clock is bad luck. The thinker. The murder weapon looks like a statue, but is actually a clock made by Larry Butts. There are some glass shards near the chief's body. Must be pieces of the glass light stand lying broken in the back of the room. Glass shards. The broken remains of a glass light stand broken beyond all recognition. I'm sorry, all that could play in my head with the glass shards is, like, something just played in my head is the 4th murder case in Danganronpa, where it's like, there was no glass on the top of this bottle, meaning that it was meaning that it was taken afterwards. Nothing else that seems like a clue here. A piece of paper. It must have fallen from Mia's hand. What could it be? The worst part of this whole case is this one piece of paper. The word written in blood on this scrap of paper. Maya. Did Mia write this? This piece of paper is a receipt from a department store dated yesterday. Receipt added to the court record. Remember the fact that it's a receipt, and remember the fact that we don't ever turn it over. Like, this is one of the worst cases of Phoenix Wright, just because of this paper alone. I think that should be enough. I think that's enough snooping around for now. I'd better call the police. Find out what that girl is doing here. Can I still examine? It's painful to look, but I have to for Mia's sake. Okay, yeah, no, so nothing else. Outside of this short thing. I remember the entire series. I know what the paper is for, and the funny part of the victim, she didn't even write it. I know. Like, again, you don't have to worry about spoiling for me because I already know the plot. So I already know how infuriating it is that the whole case, we never turn it over and properly read the receipt. Excuse me. Faint Co. ledger book. Everything is written in the chief's ultra neat handwriting. It's a small office, but it makes a good bit of money. Also, something else I just thought on. I don't think they ever do an autopsy report on the... I think they never do a handwriting comparison on the receipt to prove if it was actually her handwriting or not. That girl just now, where'd she go? I put her right there on the sofa. Uh-oh, I hope she didn't run on me. That's usually incriminating. Oh no, there she is. Yikes! Don't scare me like that! Excuse me, but who are you? I'm silent. It's okay, I work here. Maya. Maya Fey. Maya Fey. Maya. The name... Ah! The bloody writing! So Mia was writing this girl's name. Even though we should do a handwriting comparison to check if it's even her handwriting. Maybe I should show her the receipt. I never thought there'd be a use for evidence like this outside of court. Like, do you know of the glass shards? Before Mia died, she wrote a message with her own blood. She wrote it on the back of this receipt. That's my name! Why? Why would she write my name? Please, just calm down. I would sis write my name. Uh-oh, now I've done it. I made a child cry. I'd better hurry up and call the police. But first... Oh, not examine, I meant talk. What happened? seems to be in shock. I don't want to disturb her, but I have to know. Excuse me. Can you tell me what happened? I came in, the room was dark, and sis. So she was already dead. So you're the chief's sister. I'm her younger sister. And you were here visiting this late at night? Yes. She said she wanted me to keep some evidence for her. Evidence? Yes, it was that clock. It was the thinker. Do you know of the glass shards? This was lying next to the chief. I know, I saw it in there too. I thought they might be pieces of a light for the light stand. Maybe. Never heard of a glass light stand before. That sounds really dangerous because... No, I'm actually serious. That sounds like a really bad thing to make. Cause, like, yes, lamps use glass, that I know. But if the whole thing is made of glass, then like, how did the wiring never, like, overheat it? And before you say, like, that doesn't happen, this was made in, like, this game was from the early 90s. Like, that should have, like, caused a lot of warping. And this is the murder weapon. About the thinker. The thinker? That was... Oh, sis. Probably shouldn't have asked her about the murder weapon. Anywho, I'm just gonna leave now. Bye. I gotta go call the cops on you. Right, I better call the police. That's funny. A few of the screws on the receiver are missing. I think the base was actually not glass, but I don't remember from the anime. Pretty sure! Actually, no, it not being full. The base, that would make more sense. I don't remember from the anime either, but still. It looks like someone was halfway through taking it apart. Police! Please, come quick! What was that? Someone screaming from outside the window. Oh no. She's staring right at me. There's a woman looking at me. She's holding a phone in her hand. Well, I better not use this. Well, moving on. Moving on now, out of here. Well, place is getting hot. I'm dipping. Deuces, Maya, and I just jump out the window. The police. Sounds like they're coming this way. Freeze! Police! Alright, I'm Detective Dick Gumshoe, see? Gumshoe? What an odd name. He's basically literally just detective. Although what's really funny is, apparently in Russia, his name is translated as Detective, which is just kind of funny. We received a report from the building across the way, see? Got a person saying that they saw a murder. It must have been that woman I saw. With the pink hair. Yes. Anyway, I don't want either of you moving 1 inch, okay? Or you'll be sleeping with the fishes, see? I kind of like doing that. I gotta blow my nose real quick. I'll be right back. Okay. At this point, it would be ironic if he has gum on his shoe every court session. He's like, imagine that. Like, oh, sorry, see, I've got a little bit of 5 gum on the bottom of my shoe, see? I want to go that voice. I want to go that, like, 20s gangster voice for Gumshoe. Great. Just great. Good grief. Maya, wait, she wouldn't have... Nah, there's no way she could kill someone. Wow! Hey, excuse me. Miss Maya here mean anything to you? That's my name. What? The victim drew this here note in her own blood, see? With her dying breath, she wrote down the killer's name. Killer? I'm not... Case closed. You're coming down to the precinct, ma'am. You come down to the precinct with me, see? What? That's not how an investigation works! Mia's younger sister, Maya, was arrested on the spot. She was taken in for questioning and didn't get out until the next morning. My eyes were heavy, but I couldn't sleep. I sat around, waiting for visiting hours to begin at the detention center. I had to talk to Maya as soon as possible. September 6th, 9:07 a.m. Detention center, visitor's room. Remember that guard? We'll be seeing him a lot in this game, in this stream, in these streams. Wow, they have poor Maya locked up like a criminal. Oh, it's you, the lawyer. Good morning. I barely slept. Good morning! I feel great! Oh, I know, and he's terrible at his job. Yeah, again, my dad and I are watching the anime, and we're just so baffled at how baffling the investigations are. This is never okay, it takes weeks for us to figure out this evidence. We gotta piece it together, talk to witnesses. It's like he just played Danganronpa one time and was like, oh, 11037 taught me about this. It's like the name, a name written in blood. That's the killer. It's they don't do actual, they just detain the one guy on scene and they're immediately convicted. It's him. Every case. And it's irritating. Good morning. She looks so tired. I feel energized. I have 5 shots of espresso in my system. Are you going to be my attorney? Well, that's what I wanted to talk to you about. Not a chance. I'm putting you behind bars. But of course I will. First things first, I better get her cheered up. Yeah, of course I will. Cheer up. Really? Whoa, did I say the wrong thing? She looks sadder now. What? What's wrong? You don't think I can do it? You don't think I'm a good lawyer? I'll have you know, I speed ran a murder trial. No, no one could. Who would believe me? Even you, when you found me in the office. You looked at me like I had done it. Did I look at her like that? I feel like I've just got resting face, so I just look at everyone kind of normally. No, I never thought. I never thought you were the one who committed not matricide. I forget. I don't know what the actual term is for the murder of a sibling. It's okay. I understand. That's gonna be a recurring theme in this game. Me killing people. Also, her eyes are over her hair. Is over top her hair. It's not like it blends in. It looks like it's just over top her hair. And I've also heard about you. Heard what about me? The rumors are false. I never did that. No one can prove it otherwise. I was talking to my sister on the phone the other day. Today was my junior partner's first time in court. Wow, really? How'd that go? It was quite the scene. Honestly, I was on edge the whole time. It's been a while. So he crashed and burned? He was very tempted to just present his badge everywhere. He's a genius. One of those strike fear into the hearts of evil types. The only thing he's lacking is experience. Huh? Sounds like it was fun. Well, I know who to go to if I ever get into trouble now. She foreshadow herself? I don't know, Maya. I think you might want to wait. Give him 3 more years. That is, unless you want to be found guilty. No, I did not sleep with your sister, Phoenix, right? I mean, when she said we can talk it over drinks, that kind of implied. Like, Phoenix is about, what, like 27, and Mia is about 20. Oh, yeah, so we're about the same age. So, yeah, that'd work. Or no, not 27. I forget how old he is. Like 23, I want to say? They say it in the next case. But either way, that's what she said. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to insult you, calling you an amateur who will get me found guilty. No, it's okay. It's true, I guess. I guess I suck. But at the same time, I can't just sit by and watch. When I think of the person who did this to Mia, I know. Anyway, hello, guard. This guard monitors the visitor's room. He hasn't moved an inch. He's a real pro, this guy. And camera. Smile for the camera! Smile for the camera. You're being watched. So, there's something I've been wanting to ask you. Yes? What's with that outfit? Why are you dressed so weird? No, this is what all acolytes wear. It's my uniform, you could say. Acolytes? Like people in religious training? What is it you do? Oh, it's nothing strange, really. I'm a spirit medium. It's not that unusual. I just contact the spirits from beyond the grave. I'm a spirit medium in training. A spirit medium in training? I'm pretty sure that qualifies as strange. Yeah. Why are you still in training? So you're an acolyte. Medium in training. That's right. Fae family, especially the women, have always been very sensitive to the spirit world. Wait a second, you said the Fae family? So Mia was into this stuff too? Of course. She left the mountain to follow her career, she said. Her powers were first class too. I had no idea she could channel the dead in court. It's because she murdered them to use their spirit. Joking, she conjured up the spirit, but technically could backfire. It's like, have you ever heard of the anime Shaman King? I never finished it myself. I only saw like the first few episodes. But do you think that she would just do like Shaman King, get possessed by a samurai, and just beat people up? Like, do you think Mia would ever do that? Or maybe that's what the men do. Like, the men, like, because she said, like, the Fae family, especially the women, which implies that the men can have spirit abilities too. Do you think they just do, like, Shaman King? Or do you think they're just stand users? I could see it either way. Or maybe they're curse users. They're just Jujutsu sorcerers. Wait. What? So you're a real honest-to-goodness spirit medium? It's Stan! The men are, like, the women, we can contact the dead. Oh, cool. What's your brother do? Zawarudo! He's just a stand user. I've actually been re-watching JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, and honestly, you know what's a stand that I feel like gets overlooked sometimes? Thoth in the Stardust Crusaders. That's the stand that's just the manga book that can predict the future. I feel like it gets kind of underappreciated because it's a stand with 100% accurate it's 100% accurate readings, and it will only fail if you choose to ignore it. So I heard you lost your wallet. Suddenly a flash and the person is holding your wallet. Turns out the person to your right stole it. That's funny. Yes, in training. Well, can't you contact me as spirit then? We can just ask her who killed her. It's like, can't you just channel the dead? I'm sorry. I'm still in training. I'm still worthless. I couldn't do something on that level. I thought that would be too easy. Even though she gets the hang of it later on. Could you tell me about the day of the murder? Yes. Let's see. That morning I got a call from my sister. She wanted me to hold on to a piece of evidence for an upcoming trial. Evidence? Yes, that clock shaped like the thinker. The one Larry made. How could that have been evidence in a case? Right. She said something about that. I remember. Do you want to hear it in her own voice? Her own voice. Yes, I'm pretty sure our conversation is on my cell phone. You recorded it. Yeah, I forgot how to delete those things. That used to be a thing people could actually do. So, where's your cell phone? So you say you have a conversation with your sister on your cell phone? Let's hear it. Right! Oh, I just remembered, the detective took my cell phone. So there's one thing he's able to do on his job: take away a person's belongings as they're in holding. Sorry. Oh, right, of course. Next time I see Detective Gum's shoe, I'll ask him for it. I'll write you a note so you don't forget, okay? Sure, thanks. I'm incompetent and can't remember simple instructions. Maybe it's like he's ADHD and it's like we can't remember multiple tasks at once, so we just have to have like a task list written down. Something the matter? I was wondering, could I ask you a favor? This is the address of a famous lawyer. My sister gave me this a long time ago. She said if I was ever in trouble, I should call him. And, well, I'm in trouble. Do you think you'd go ask him to represent me? How? No, I'll take the case. Like, you want to apologize for insulting me? Then let me take your case. I'm sorry. I think this is the kind of thing you should really do yourself. You're right. Something wrong? Actually, I asked the police to contact him and they tried calling him a few times. Nobody could get a hold of him. They couldn't find him? I have no one left to ask. See, what about your parents? Well, my mom's missing, and my dad, we don't actually know what happened with the dad. Okay, don't worry. Sheesh, I'll ask the guy for you. You will? Thank you so much. Guilt tripping to the rescue. I'm just worried what will happen if you can't find him. They told me that if I don't find one, the state will pick an attorney to defend me. Well, at least one part of the law will always be accurate. When will that happen? They're giving me until 4 this afternoon. Visiting hours are almost up. I'd better hurry. Right, I'll be back. So, day of the crime. Can you tell me about the day of the murder? Sorry. I know it must be hard. No, it's okay. All I've been doing the last few hours is talking about it. I've kind of gotten used to it. Let's see. That morning I got... Oh, wait. Oh, is this just exactly what I said before? Yeah, okay. So, lights were off, I could smell blood. Then I found her and my sister. Thanks, Maya. That's all I need to hear for now. Okay. Now then. Gross burger. Maya, stop trying to seduce Phoenix. Right, May? Oh no, May is a part of this. I'm not gonna give her a sexy voice. I'm going, like, before we find her, I just want to ask, should I give her the Lois Griffin voice or a Marge Simpson voice? Because I don't want to give her a sexy voice. September 6th, Grossberg Law Offices. According to the receptionist, the big boss is out. She couldn't say when he'd be back. It must be hard to keep track of everything when you're a famous lawyer. With a painting. I can't tell if that's supposed to be a cowboy or a fisherman. Not to mention run an office like this. I guess I'll just have to come back later. That painting has been bugging me ever since I stepped in here. The oil paint is so thick it's practically giving me a stuffed nose. I'm sure the price is nothing to sneeze at either, for that matter. It's like, Phoenix right now has a congested sinus. I don't think that we can actually... Table clients. An elegant ebony case, and if I'm not mistaken, that lighter's made of solid gold. I can even tell someone... even I can tell someone here's got money to burn. We actually... I don't believe there's anything else we can do, so I've got to go to the law, to Fanco. Do Herbert, it would be funny! Oh god, Herbert the pervert. That actually would work. And I think I could do one. Like, well, hi there. It's nice to see you coming around here. I think I could do it, yeah. The office is filled with police officers. They're all busily searching for clues. Look. Hey, you there! This is a crime scene, pal. No trespassing, see? Sorry. Don't I know you from somewhere? Wait, you're that Butts guy, ain't ya? No, Phoenix Wright. How can anyone ever mistake me for Larry? We look nothing alike. Our hair color is different. I'm clearly whiter than him. I'm not crying all the time. And I don't smell. I guess I got the wrong name, Mr. Wright. Sorry about that. That Butts guy, he was a killer. And you ain't no killer, see? Did he not see the court proceeding? He's innocent. He was proven innocent. Right. And you were... Detective Gumtree. It's like, oh, I know you. You're that Australian shopping site that's like Facebook Marketplace, but more unhinged. Hey, Detective Suede Shoes. You're Detective Gumshoe. Gumshoe, wasn't it? Dick Gumshoe? Right, at your service. See, who's asking? Hang on, that's Detective Gumshoe to you, pal. Anyway, get the name right, see? I mean, technically I did get it right, because Dick is another term for detective. And don't go call me... Oh no. And don't go call me Richard. I know it's not just a swear word, it's a name. I'm still not gonna say it like, hey Richard, get over here. Yes, be right there. Richard, your pants are not zipped. Detective, like, Dick Gumshoe, your gumshoes hanging out for everyone to see. This game is not rated M, but I will be very immature. Jeez. People are calling me names. Yeah, hello, you right, pal? If you got business, you better do it quick, see? Oh, he thinks I'm Maya's lawyer. Thank God he's incompetent. Alright. The memo. Take that! I was wondering, did you see Maya Faye's cell phone? Oh, that? I have it. Do you think you can give it back? Sure, I mean, wait a second, pal. Chicken liar, see? I got you. Wait, uh-oh, he's on to me. Tell him straight, tell him not so straight. I mean, he thinks I'm a lawyer, so I could just say, I just need the evidence, so. If I tell him why I want it, there's no way he'll give it to me. Because, you know, apparently everyone hates defense attorneys. Something the matter? Oh no, it's just, you know, detective. Nope, I know nothing, pal. You'll never catch any confessions out of me, copper. Hey. That cell phone has a lot of numbers on it, like her boyfriend. Oh, right. This is a cell phone. Of all the ways you could have lied to get the cell phone, this is what you choose to say, Phoenix. A cell phone holds all the little girl's sweetest and spiciest secrets. Well, I see you're a real creeper now, hey? Like, I may be part of the mob, but even I can't stand creeps like you, see? Like, everyone's gonna have a gun in this world. Like, in my version of Phoenix Wright, everyone just has a gun. You're trying to confuse me. Sorry, pal, I checked all the numbers in memory. Impressive. You're quite the detective. Spicy secrets. Alright. Uh-huh. Oh, here, you can have the phone back. There weren't any suspicious call records in there, after all. Seems you didn't notice the recorded conversation. Or maybe he did, and he just deleted it, thinking it was nothing. Holds a conversation between the chief and Maya. Check the court record to hear the recorded conversation. Like, we actually can. Like, we just get the full memo of it. Alright, let's learn some more. Mia. About Miss Faye, did you do an autopsy? Huh? You want to know the results, eh? Now don't you look at me like that, pal. It's no use. She might have been your boss, but that doesn't mean you get any special treatment, see? I'm not gonna give you any closure for your colleague's murder, see? Alright, you can see the report, but that's all, see? Time of death, September 5th at 9 p.m. Cause, single blunt force trauma. Death was instantaneous. About Maya. Yeah, I'm looking forward to the trial. I'm looking forward to getting her roasted in a court of law, see? Sorry, pal, but this is one trial you aren't going to win. Why do you say that? The city's put Prosecutor Edgeworth on the prosecution. You see, we got him in our little strings, you could say, and because of that, he'll do whatever we want. That girl's dead. He can make a simple convenience or robbery into a federal offense. Say, Edgeworth. I'm sure you know what that means, you being low, huh? Guess I've asked all the questions I need to. Y'all done, pal? Yes, thank you. I'll be heading out now. Oh, wait. One more thing I wanted to mention to you, see? I don't suppose you're planning on talking to that witness. Anyway, you better not, see? No influencing the witness with your loyal ways, pal. Man, this detective sucks, Mia. Like, Mia's spirit is just still haunting the office, and she's just like, this guy sucks at his job. Come to think of it, I had completely forgotten about her. The witness? Yeah, Miss April May. See? She apparently came here from Quahog, Rhode Island, see? I'm sorry about this, but I can't tell you anything about her. Well, you just told me your name. Miss May, huh? See, you sent her home already, then? You're already, you're trying your lure the tricks on me now, see? She does not go outside her room until the trial, so she's still in the hotel across the way. I guess they should know better than to try to get a detective to leak information. Unless I slip you a tip. And just give him like $5. Like, get yourself some Pokemon cards, man. You got that right, pal. Time to pay a visit to Miss Herbert May. And as for Edgeworth, Prosecutor Edgeworth, that's right, pal. Mr. Miles Edgeworth himself, see? Wait, you do know him, don't you? Of course I do. I know him. He's a feared prosecutor. He doesn't feel pain. He doesn't feel remorse. He won't stop until he gets his guilty verdict. By that I mean he just shoots the guy in the court of law and gets everyone to forget it. Don't talk about him that way. You make him better sound human, see? Still, I'm afraid this pretty much decides the case. So, Edgeworth is on this one. He hasn't lost a case since he became a prosecutor at the incredible young age of 20. Which is apparently not too young. That's actually, like, some people can, like, that's actually fairly standard for how old someone is when they start their trial. Of course, there are rumors of back alley deals and forged evidence. He is with the Mafia! All I know for sure is that Edgeworth hates crime with an almost abnormal passion. I've got it! It's Hero Killer Stain from My Hero Academia! Like, he hates all villains and heroes alike. Never imagined I'd be facing him so soon. Well then, is Gatewater Hotel. Nixon's here! I was right to make the Nixon joke! Although, is Grossberg back? No. The music cuts out. Like, we go from... like, all this happy, upbeat music to... and... alright, let's check out Nixon at Watergate. September 6th, Gateway Hotel. Gatewater Hotel, room 303. Well, hi there, boy. Well, hello there, handsome. Oh no, it is Herbert. Hi. Smooth, right? Real smooth. When you did that, I thought the stream froze for a sec because you did nothing. No, thank you. I've been really good. Thank you. That means a lot that I've been able to stand still like that. That I was able to trick people into thinking the stream froze. You're the lawyer, ain't ya? Well, the detective told me. Oh, wait, no, well, hi. He said, don't say anything to that lawyer, pal. Memo to self. Thanks, Detective Gumshoe, for making my job harder. Gee, this is all like something out of a movie. It's all so exciting. I feel like I'm already failing the Herbert voice. Like, well, hi. It's all so exciting I can hardly contain myself. Oh, let me go freshen up so I can look the part of the beautiful eyewitness. Where are the little boys at? I apologize for that. I pity the lawyer that has to cross-examine this one. Self-pity. Alright. Late summer sunlight streams through the window. There's a Fanco law office's building, of course. You can see the inside of the room pretty clearly from here. I think it would be a little difficult to recognize a face from this distance, though. So there's no way she could probably identify, could she? Ah, a still scene painting. Wait, should that be a still life? Whatever, one of those is hanging on the wall. And what's this here? There's a screwdriver stuck in this drawer. I wonder what's inside. Let's take a look. You know, outside of a screwdriver being inside. Hey! What are you doing? No touching, unless I tell you to touch it. Bad boy! You really shouldn't pry around in other people's rooms now. Unless it's me doing it. You wouldn't want to make me upset, would you? Upset? I thought she was going to explode for a second there. This is really... I'm glad that she's only in this one case. I wonder what could be inside the drawer. Unfortunately, we can't check until she leaves. So, what did you witness? Do you think you could tell me something? I need you to describe what you observed at the time of the incident. Oh, observe the incident! You sound just like a lawyer in the movie. I like a man with a big vocabulary. I enjoy men who read through their thesaurus properly. I better not encourage her. I don't want her to say eloquent phrases. That's me. You know that thing that happened the other day? The bad thing? What did you see when it happens? I don't suppose you could tell me about it. Pretty please. Let me see, boy. Well, dream on. If you want to know, you'll just have to come to court tomorrow, Mr. Lawyer. Oh boy. She's not gonna tell me anything. Could you... Who exactly are you? Oh, Mr. Lawyer, you hitting on me? Boy? No, hey, I'm just doing my job here. You know, you're cute when you blush. Believe me, this is the first time in my life I've blushed this much. I'm not. I'm pretty sure... Yeah, no, I'm not blushing. Just give him a Peter Griffin. I don't know why I went into a Peter Griffin laugh there. Right, can you just tell me what it is you do? What do you do for job work? Well, no. And you had your little hopes up, didn't you? Oh boy. Ma'am, I was just asking what you do professionally. Also, what are you doing with your arms? I see there are 2 glasses on the table. Someone's staying here with you. Well, amazing powers of observation you've got there, boy. You must be one of those famous detectives like on television. Oh, no, not me. I'm just a lawyer. Say, Mr. Big Detective, why don't you go look for clues in the garbage, boy? Miss May doesn't like those little lawyers. Oh, boy. Good grief. He's still out. Oh, maybe I should just wait here for him to come back. Like, he didn't come here the last times I tried, so you know what? I'm just gonna sit here in his chair, farting on the leather until he gets here. Then he'll wonder why his chair is so abnormally warm and smelly. If that wasn't the most over-the-top clearing of the throat I've ever heard. I'm gonna be honest, I planned on giving him the Kinger voice. Well, has anyone... I'm already forgetting what Kinger sounds like. Does someone have my insect collection? Uh-huh. So you're the one they say has been looking for me. That is not Kinger, but I don't know what to do for a voice. I need to first take a breath. Yes, he is. He looks even grander than I imagined. Fat shame counter 1. That badge on your collar. Ah, so you're a lawyer, are you now? There it is. I found it. Yes, well, yes. And what do you want? I'm not particularly busy these days. Please proceed. Not busy? Then how come no one could get in touch with you? I just really like Whataburger. Something the matter? You came to see the one and only Marvin Grossberg, did you not? Every time I think of this guy or heard him from the anime, I always think he speaks fancy with that rich laugh. Should I go for like the fancy? It's like the, I'm Grossberg. Yeah, I'm okay with that instead. Well, here I am, boy. What do you want? Out with it. And actually, that'll be even better because of a later case. Well, sir, actually, it's about Maya Fey. Yes, Maya Fey. Go on. Why the strange reaction? Cha-cha! I'm really quite busy here, son. I can't go taking cases on a day's notice. No, it's quite impossible. Wait a second. How did you know the trial was tomorrow? Anyway, I'm afraid it's entirely impossible for me to represent her. Sorry, this is the end of discussion. What's going on? You refused me even before I got a chance to ask him. If you don't leave this property, I'll have to get my butler to kick you out. And I don't want to do that. His bones are already brittle. It's there. What do I tell Maya? That painting. That's quite a painting. Aha, you noticed. It's my pride and joy. Oh, I actually forgot he says that. Impressive, is it not? The color of the sky, the hue of the sea, the weave of the straw hats. It cost me someone's college tuition, but it was all worth it. It's worth at least 3 million. I have no intention of parting with it, of course. Also, I'm just not realizing, the 3 million what? Dollars? Yen? Won? Wait, was that a One Piece joke? No, oh my gosh, I think I may have made an accidental One Piece reference. Like, my butler was once a pirate, you know? And he's a very good killer. It's there. Also, who here is looking forward to One Piece Season 2 on Netflix? I am so stoked because I am so happy that they didn't mess up Chopper. No, I won't sell it, not even to a pauper like yourself. I wasn't interested. It's not for sale, Pavo. I'm not buying! Jeez, I don't even have 3 million. So, what was Mia to you? How do you know Mia Fey? She worked here a long time ago. She was a fantastic maid, you see. Quite the apprentice, that's what. She may have been. Learned my techniques in the blink of an eye. Oh gosh, with the voice it makes it sound very perverted. She left one day quite suddenly, but I could always track her location. She had a mission, you see. A mission? She wanted to get a restraining order on me. You could see it in her eyes. She really wanted to shoot me in the balls. I'm sorry, I was having way too much fun with that. This is a very immature stream. She followed it with a burning bush. Never looked back, that one. I'm sorry, I have way too much fun on that. You ever make yourself laugh with your own joke? I just did that. How can you just refuse like that? Please, tell me why you won't work the case. A 17-year-old is going to prison for murder! Well, you see, it's just that I'm busy, you see. But the client is Mia Fey's sister. Oh wait, the client is Mia Fey's sister. Mia trusted you. She knew her sister would be in good hands. Yes, of course I know that. However, she doesn't have the money to pay me. I'm sorry, but I must refuse. Sorry. Goodbye. Get out of here before I pull a 47 Magnum on you, Pavo. Creep. It works! Phoenix even said the voice works! Fine. I don't have the time to argue with you anyway. The rich are so bad at being reasoned with. I'll go look elsewhere. Think not. Huh? Did you just say something? I think not, I said. What do you mean? I'm terribly sorry, but I'm afraid that no lawyer worth their salt will take this particular case. Oh, very much! It works perfect. Terribly sorry, my boy. Yep, even on that fancy pervert accent. Perfect for Grossberg. Why? It's my hemorrhoids, you see. They're telling me it's a bad idea to represent her. I cannot say. I beg your pardon, but could you leave now? I have nothing more to discuss with a poor like yourself. What's going on here? You know, he says no lawyer worth their salt. Oh, I didn't mean to say that. He says no lawyer will take the case. You know what that means? We better call Saul. Never even seen Better Call Saul or Breaking Bad. But I know of his ability as a lawyer, so just get him. It'll be fine. So, the detention center. 3:42 p.m. Visitor's room. Hi! Oh, you're back! Did you find the lawyer? Well, what do I tell her? Well, you see, just be honest. I really don't think you should use that guy. He didn't seem healthy. He was all skin and bones. He lied. Just be honest. Lie. Got it. You're effed! Like, you're screwed. Like, well, Maya, no one's gonna take your case, and I can't get a hold of Saul Goodman, so, you know, just, wing it in court. You'll be fine. Worst case scenario, I know an assassin. What really happened? You don't mean he refused to help, but you got me? I see. I've been abandoned then. Yes, you have. So, about your family? What about your family? I only had my sister. My father died when I was very young, and I don't know where my mother is. Oh, the dad is dead. Don't know. So she could still be alive? Foreshadowing. The women in my family have been mediums for generations. They say a lot of spiritual power runs in our blood. That's why the men turn into stand users instead. But only the kind that can punch people. About 15 years ago, our family was involved in an incident. There was a man, and he ruined our mother's life. ruined. After that, she disappeared. Several years after that, my sister announced she would become a lawyer, and she left the mountain. So, you live by yourself? I'm surprised that she took a more level-headed response to revenge. Most people, when they have that, it's like, that man ruined our life. I'll take his life. You know, they go like a more Ghost of Tsushima or Ghost of Yote response to it, but instead she's like, I'll get my revenge in a court of law. You know, most people would just like hunt him down with a gun. You live by yourself? Yes, I've gotten used to it. I'm used to isolation. Oh, also, I had to become independent or I would lose my powers. I feel bad for her all by herself up on that mountain. I live in the mountains! So who was this man who ruined your mother? About 15 years ago, there was an unusual murder case. It made quite a stir. Everyone was talking about it, apparently. The police were running out of leads, and they were getting desperate. Wait, they didn't use a spirit medium, did they? I don't know how that would actually be used in a court of law. Like, Your Honor, we have proof this man is the killer. We have contacted the spirits of the damned. Like, we have pulled them out from their eternal punishment to convict this man in a court of law. The police convinced my mother to try and contact the victim. Wow, so what happened? The case was solved, we thought. You thought. The man my mother helped the police capture was innocent. The police's consultation with the medium had all been carried out in secret, of course, but a man found out about it and leaked it to the press. He told all the papers that my mother was a fraud, and the media jumped on it big time. My mother, became the laughing stock of the nation. I see. Just imagine that one of the court sessions, one of the murderers died, but the innocent murdered the murderer, making them seem guilty. That would be interesting. Like, that'd be kind of an interesting, like, kill inception. It's like, you could have just had yourself murder one person and have that sentence. Now you've committed double murder. Like, you've just made it worse on yourself. Like, that'd be interesting. Or maybe they framed it to make it look like they just got framed even more, just making it look even worse for them. White. Excuse me. White? Oh no. That was his name. My sister told me. I already made one Breaking Bad reference with Saul Goodman, and now it's Walter White. White. Just a little longer now before the state-appointed lawyer comes, I guess. 4 p.m. Time's up. What should I do? Do I just leave her and go home? Go home. Just leave, Phoenix. Go. Judge, I send you to double purgatory. It's like no longer double jeopardy. It's like double purgatory. Like 2 different punishments for eternity at once. Also, just go home. It's like, I'm done here. I already was told to have no confidence in this case. So, I'm just gonna go home. I'm just gonna go watch some Ragna Crimson, and I'm just gonna enjoy my life. And Maya, I guess I'll just, see you in prison occasionally, and bring you maybe like a fern or 2. Spruce up your jail cell. All right, bye. I'm not gonna say that, but defend. I've made up my mind. I'm going to defend you whether you want me to or not. Can you force yourself as a lawyer on a person? Pretty sure you need consent. What? That's illegal! Why? Why? Well, someone else is the I don't know. I just want to help. I don't know. To be honest, I don't know. You don't know? This girl sitting in front of me, the killer, all the evidence seems to say yes. Except for the fact that there's also evidence that proves that she's not the killer. But there's something about this whole thing that smells fishy. The butts is back. Now witnesses strange behavior. Is that all an act? and the way that lawyer refused to help out Maya. But more than all of that, she has no one left to help her. Also, we never did find out about that screwdriver. Or why someone was dismantling the phone. Nothing is more sad or more lonely than that. I know, I've been there a long, long time ago. With my pufferfish shirts. Why did I become a lawyer in the first place? Because someone has to look out for the people who have no one on their side. There's only one thing I know for certain. I won't abandon you. You can count on me. That's so kind of you. It smells like fish. Someone making cod? Well, let's fight this one and get you out of here. I got a 2-for-1 at Wendy's, and you know, I really want that second person. Right, thank you. She smiled at last. She looks like an entirely different person. One last question. You are... One last thing. You didn't kill your sister, right? And I trust you, so you trust me too, okay? It's a deal. The contract has been sealed. So, what next? There's something that's been bugging me. Just what was inside that strange woman's drawer? I know it's a screwdriver, but we can't know for certain. For all we know, it could have been a sonic screwdriver, which is still a screwdriver, but we don't know until we see what the head looks like. It was when I tried to look into the drawer that she got all defensive. There has to be something in there. Well, you know what they say about prying into a woman's drawers. Good afternoon, sir. Excuse me, you are? Ah, I beg your pardon, sir. My name is Bellboy, and as you can see, I'm a janitor. I'm the bellboy of this establishment, at your service, sir. Oh, right. I've just come up to deliver room service, sir. As you can see, it is a lot of tea, milk, sugar cubes, and cookies. That is all we have for room service. And also that wine on the table that is behind me. Do you know where Miss May might be? Ah, I believe our guest Miss May is currently using the, facilities. If you know need of anything, I'll be taking my leave. Oh, cool. Quick question. Is there a plug-in hairdryer in there? Because, you know, I could get rid of a witness. Please, stay as long as you like. Enjoy our eternal hospitality. Yeah. Wait, no, hey! Why does it seem like every time I come here, I end up embarrassing myself? Like, the next time I come here, my pants just fall down. In public. Wait, now's my chance to snoop around a bit. Ah, I almost forgot. Ah! You came back quick. Didn't even hear your plate. You would have heard like the of it. Might I ask you to inform Miss May that there is a message for her? Please tell her that Mr. White of Blue Corp phoned. Jesse, I've made a multi-million-dollar business conglomerate out of my blue product. Oh, right, sure. Mr. White of Blue Corp? Where have I heard that name before? That's right, Bryan Cranston from Breaking Bad. White. The name was in red. White was the name of the guy who ruined Mia and Maya's mother. Could it be a coincidence? I think not! Okay, while she's in the shower, let's snoop through her drawers. There's a screwdriver sticking out of that half-open drawer. I don't know why she didn't just lay it down flat, because there's plenty of room. What do we have here? Unmentionables. A wiretap? What would a woman like her be doing with a thing like this? Found in Miss May's hotel room. Wiretap. There's definitely something suspicious about this Miss May. Why would she have something like this in her hotel room? There's a story behind all this. I know it. Alright. I'll be using this bit of evidence in tomorrow's trial, that's for sure. For Maya's sake, I'll get to the... No, we don't, Phoenix. Please elaborate on what you said. you've been caught in 4K. You can only talk your way out of this. Got him. Oh, Bellboy's still there. Uh-oh, time to scram. I look forward to tangling with you tomorrow, Miss May. In court. Obviously. What else would I mean? To be continued. I'm now wondering. You know what? I think I have enough time in the stream that I could just wrap up the case. So, I'm just gonna do the date. More? Yeah, I think I had enough time for more. Because it's just another trial, then it's the investigation, then it's the trial. We may go over a little bit, but it feels too early for me to end stream. It's only 3 o'clock. September 7th, 10 a.m. District Court, courtroom number 1. Oh, now we get courtroom number 1. Court is now in session for the trial of Miss Maya Fey. I'm not a crook. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Miles Edgeworth, my longtime rival. I'd better not show any signs of weakness today, or he'll be on me in an instant. Mr. Edgeworth, please give the court your opening statement. Thank you, Your Honor. The defendant, Miss Maya Fey, was at the scene of the crime. The prosecution has evidence she committed the murder. And we have a witness who saw her do it. And by evidence, we just mean we found a single piece of paper with her name written on it in blood, and we're just convinced it was her. The witness who saw her do it. The prosecution sees no reason to doubt the facts of this case, Your Honor. I see. Thank you, Mr. Edgeworth. Let's begin. If we may call our first witness, Your Honor, the prosecution calls the chief officer at the scene, Detective Dumpshoe. Ew, who's the wise guy who brought me into court, see? Okay, more. Yes. Witness, please state your name and profession to the court. Sir, the name's Gumshoe, see? I'm the detective in charge of homicides out at the precinct, you see? Detective Gumshoe, please describe for us the details of this murder. Very well, sir. Let me use this floor map of the office to explain myself, see? It works. It works really well. Oh, why does the body look phallic? The body was found by the window here. And the cause of death, loss of blood due to being struck by a blunt object, see? The witness, D's med nuts? Oh no. The witness, D's med nuts? Oh no. Like, we got him, Your Honor. We got him on a D's nuts joke. The murder weapon was a statue of the thinker found next to the body, see? It's a triangle for some reason. It was heavy enough due to being a It was heavy enough to be a deadly weapon, even in a little girl's hand, see? The court accepts the statue, even though it's a clock, as evidence. They're still calling it a statue. Yeah, this was literally like a case. This is in another case. Floor plans added to the court record. Now, detective. Oh no, not detective. Yeah, see? You immediately arrested Miss Maya Fey, who was found at the scene, correct? Can you tell me why? Yeah, see? I had all evidence she did it, see? Detective Gumshoe, please testify to the court about this hard evidence. Maya Fey's arrest. As soon as the phone call came in, I rushed to the scene. There were 2 people already there. The defendant, Miss Maya Fey, and the lawyer, Phoenix Wright. Actually, I want to hold off. I want to double check that. Like, I know what I read. I want to double check that I didn't miss a trophy. Yeah, no, I didn't. I have not missed a trophy yet, and I'm only going to refer back to it if I don't remember. The defendant, Miss Maffei, and the lawyer, Mr. Phoenix Wright. I immediately arrested Miss Maffei, see? Why? We had a witness that kept describing it. The witness saw Miss Maffei at the very moment of the murder, see? Even though we didn't hear her scream until after the murder had occurred. The very moment, you say. Very well. Mr. Wright, you may begin your cross-examination. You still know what that is, right? Yes, Your Honor. Cross-examine what? I couldn't see a single contradiction in that testimony. Smack! Hey, Maya just threw something at me. Like, oh no, spitwad! What's this? When my sister couldn't find any contradictions in a witness's testimony, she would bluff it and press the witness on every detail. Basically, perjury. The witness always slips up and says something wrong. It worked lots of times. Would have expected Maya to know some of her sister's tricks. Alright, let's give this a try. Also, how did no one notice that? Something the matter? No, Your Honor. I'd like to begin my cross-examination. Maya Fei's arrest. So we just gotta press him. As soon as the call came in, I rushed to the scene. 2 people already there, the defendant and the lawyer. I immediately arrested her, as we had a witness describing her. The witness saw Miss Maya Fei at the very moment of the murder. Hold it! Hold on just 1 second. Yeah? Yeah? If I heard correctly, you said you arrested her because you had hard evidence. She did it, correct? Yeah? Did I do that? Me? I heard you say it. You didn't say it. You said it. Exactly what about the suspicious woman in pink's claim was hard evidence? Also, fun fact, in the anime, for those who hadn't seen the Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney anime, lawyers have the power of shockwaves, where when they make their accusations and point their finger, they can just blow people against the wall. Which I just find funny. And the stronger your evidence, the stronger the shockwave. Also, I gotta take a cough drop real quick. Miss May is suspicious, and she sure isn't pink, pal. Well, I guess she is pink. That's enough, Detective Gumshoe. Do you have any more solid proof other than her claims, Detective? I guess Preston can have its advantages. Yeah. Sorry, I got the order of things mixed up in my testimony, Your Honor, sir. There was something I should have told you about first, Your Honor. I messed up my testimony, you see? Very well, Detective. Let's hear your testimony again. You're such a failure of a detective that I'm taking pity on you. The Goku dying scene! It's just... hard evidence. After securing the suspect, I examined the scene of the crime with my own eyes. I found a memo written on a piece of paper next to the victim's body, see? On it, the word Maya was written clearly in blood, see? Lab test results showed that the blood was the victim's. Also, there was blood found on the victim's finger. Before she died, the victim wrote the killer's name. Like it's dead get rotten, see? Hey, like that. That's my hard evidence. Before we begin cross-examination, I have a question for you, Detective. Yana? Why didn't you testify about this vital piece of evidence the first time? I had an itch on the back of my neck. Yeah, I know. I'm really embarrassed I forgot about it, Yana, see? Try to be more careful, you lazy good-for-nothing. Very well. The defense may begin its cross-examination. Also, I forgot to say that I realized I've been forgetting it the last couple of streams. If any of you want to submit any kind of fan art or memes or like even just like suggestions, then you can join in the Discord, link in the description below. Get us to 1,000 so we can go public. Okay, examine this crime scene with my own eyes. Found a memo on the... I found a memo written on a piece of paper next to the victim's body. On it, the word Maya was clearly written in blood. Lab results showed the blood was the victim's. There was blood on the victim's finger. Okay, I didn't know that. On which hand? Right hand. She was right-handed. I actually meant to say something else. Okay, before she died, she wrote the killer's name, but it was instantaneous.
Objection!
Also, I'm just not noticing, is the voice acting updated from the games? Because that sounds a little different from the last time I had heard it, and I originally discovered this through a YouTuber. So, is the voice acting updated? Because he has a little higher pitched voiced. Detective Gumshoe, there's one thing I want you to clarify for me here. You say that the victim, Mia Fey, wrote this note. That she was accusing the defendant, Maya Fey. That's really what you're saying? What? This isn't one of those lawyer tricks now, is it? Of course you wrote it. Who else could have? You have it backwards, detective. Backwards. The victim is the only person who absolutely could not have written it. This is a report from your department, detective. Immediate death due to a blow from a blunt object. She died immediately! But no butting your way out of this one, detective. Order! The defense has a point. Someone who died immediately wouldn't have had the time to write anything.
Objection!
Mr. Wright. Here's another thing that'll piss off the lawyers of the world. I beg your pardon, but when exactly did you obtain that autopsy report? When? The day after the murder. I forget. It was the day after the murder. It was the day after the murder. The prosecution's point being that oh, hey, did you hear that? It's every single dead lawyer rolling in their graves at this one line. I even saw a short on YouTube of a guy just so, like, an actual lawyer playing this game. He got to this point, he was just like, no, it's not! He was just so upset. That autopsy report is outdated, Your Honor. What? A second autopsy was performed yesterday at my request. Death was almost immediate due to a blow from a blunt object, but there is a possibility the victim lived for several minutes after the blow. This is so illegal on so many levels. For one, this was an autopsy that was not told to the defense, not to the judge, not to the police, and you don't just present this in the middle of a trial. I received these results this morning. No way! I call BS. Your Honor, it's quite easy to imagine that the victim did have time to write Maya. That is all. I see. Screw you, Edgeworth. I should have known you'd have something up your sleeve. You mad, bro? Why, Mr. Wright, you look shocked. Something you want to say? The detective's a sham, I'm a sham, you're a sham, Edgeworth. Nah, just, let's make fun of it. Who do we make fun of? Ourselves? The detective? No, we're gonna put peer pressure on him. Mr. Edgeworth, I've heard there's nothing you won't do to get your verdicts. What reason could you possibly have to have requested a second autopsy report? Mr. Wright, the defense will refrain from personal attacks against the prosecution. No matter, Your Honor. Mr. Wright, say what you will, the evidence in this report is undeniable. Your Honor, I submit this report to the court. Understood. The court accepts the evidence. Autopsy report updated. Died from a blow by a blunt object, may have lived for a few minutes after being hit. Well, Your Honor, the evidence strongly suggests the victim was identifying the killer. I suppose that's the obvious conclusion, yes. Darn, this isn't good. Prosecution would like to call its next witness. This poor, innocent girl saw the murder with her own eyes. Gumshoe is just gone. Let the witness, Miss April May, take the stand. Exactly what part of her is innocent? Witness, your name, please. April May, at your service. April May, at your service, boy. I don't know why the music's just weird. Order! An introduction should not require any reaction from the crowd. Keep it behind closed doors, you animals. This is not Sodom and Gomorrah. The witness will refrain from wanton winking. This court is under the observation of God himself. Refrain from lust. Yes, Your Honor. I gotta go real high pitch for him. I'm gonna sound like Bitsy from Legends of Evantress. This is not good. He's already captured the heart of every man in this courtroom. Quick! Phoenix Wright community! Use your powers of gay shipping to save this court! Tell us, where were you on the night of September 5th when the murder occurred? Well, gee, I was like in my hotel room. I checked in right after lunch, boy. And this hotel is directly across from the Fayeco law offices. That's right, big boy. Oh no, the Herbert voice works! More than I expected! That's right, big boy! Please testify to the court about what you saw. Witnesses' accounts. It was 999. I looked out the window, you know. And then, I saw a woman with long hair being attacked. The one attacking her was the mousy girl sitting in the defendant's chair. Then the woman dodged to one side and ran away. But that girl, she got up to her and hit her. Then the woman with the long hair, she kind of slumped. Then, that's all I saw. Every little bit so witsy, boy. Well, Your Honor, I see. It is a remarkably solid testimony. I'm just going to ignore court proceedings here. I don't see a need to trouble the witness any. Wait, Your Honor! Yes, Mr. Wright? I'm already in a committed relationship, so I will not be charmed by this woman's wiles. What about my cross-examination? I thought the witness's testimony now was quite firm. Didn't you? He's describing himself, you see. Mr. Wright, I understand you were Miss Mia Faye's understudy, were you not? You must know her techniques well. Her cowardly way of finding tiny faults in perfectly good testimonies. Hey, how dare you? How dare you insult a dead woman's name? Well, Mr. Wright, will you cross-examine the witness? Yes! This is not a matter of will I or won't I! I have to! It is my job! I'll gladly proceed with the cross-examination. I'll gladly make a fool of this woman. If only because I have a feeling Edgeworth doesn't want me to. She has to have some weakness. Very well. You may begin your cross-examination. Cross-examination. Alright. It was 9 at night, looked out the window, saw a woman among her being attacked. Yeah, one attacking her was the mouse girl in the chair. She dodged to one side and ran away. She dodged. Dodged what? Well, the attack. Please, continue your testimony. Okay, I was hoping it would have said what it was. She said ran away, caught her, and hit her. How do you know she was the defendant? Well, you know, I feel like his name just made him sound goony. Oh my. That does make sense. Edgeworth. I just got it. You said it because it's Edgeworth. Oh no. Wait, are we talking about Herbert or Edgeworth? Either one would make sense. She had a girlish physique. Women know these things. Look, I just know, okay? There was only one person at the scene of the crime with a short, girlish figure. The testimony is bulletproof, Your Honor. He's right. Question the testimony! Hold on a minute! That testimony stinks! What? Miss May, I'm willing to bet that you're lying. I like the fact her name is April because she will fool. April Fool! I just got that joke name now. I just got that pun. That is the April who will fool. April May Fool. I feel ashamed that I didn't get it until now. April May Fool you. You're lying. Are you telling the truth? Did you really see the defendant? Mr. Wright, what's the meaning of this? What's the meaning? Somebody tell me because I'm clueless about this, I mean, boy. Okay. If you had really witnessed my client, Maya Fey, you would have noticed her clothes before noticing her physique. Twitch. No one wears clothes like this on a daily basis except her. But Your Honor, I will judge my client's attire to defend her of murder. And I'm no expert on fashion, but her hairdo looks far from normal to me. Further insults, Your Honor. However, the witness's testimony mentions neither of those things. The testimony is bogus. But... So, we don't know if she was dressed that way on the night of the murder. She was, Your Honor. I saw her. And so did Detective Gumshoe. What do you say to that, Miss May? I'm not saying that. What are you trying to say, Mr. Meanloin? I saw what I saw. I just didn't think all the trifling little details were necessary, boy. I feel like it's failing and I'm just going Southern Belle, but I'm gonna keep it up. Because I can just make it sound really creepy. Miss May, the court would like to remind you to please omit nothing in your testimony. I'm sorry, Your Honor. Oh, I'm not saying that either. Your testimony again, if you would. Oh, April and then May. That too, it's also the months, but also April May Fool you. Darn, I almost had her. Witnesses' accounts. Also, I want to double check something on my side. I want to make sure I've got a certain button rigged. Yes, okay. There's a scene yeah, I have a sensor image ready on my keyboard just to say. Although, I don't know why it's so large. Actually, I want to fix that real quick, if you don't mind. It's not supposed to be that big. Like, that works a little better. It's a forward-facing Phineas from Phineas and Ferb. I did see everything, I did. The victim, the woman, dodged the first attack and ran off to the right. Then the girl in the hippie clothes ran after her. She hit her with that weapon. I saw it, I did. That clock. The kind of statue clock. The thinker, I think. Well, does the accuracy of my report now startle you? I hope I'm making it... I'm hoping I'm doing well with the voice. I feel like I've already lost it. I see. I only wish you had been so detailed from the beginning. Please, begin the cross-examination. Cross-examination. Alright. There's a lot I can point out here. Dodge to the right, but specifically...
Hold it!
a clock. Didn't this come up in another testimony recently? Don't be so sour, Miss Lawyer. You can't win them all. No, but I have a feeling. I'm onto something now.
Objection!
Miss May, what you said just now was quite revealing. Revealing? You like that, wouldn't you, naughty Miss Lawyer? You just said that this statue of the thinker was a clock, but there's no way of knowing that just by looking at it. Another person in much the same position as you recently called it a clock too, and he was found guilty of murder. Order! Order! Miss May, can you explain how you know this was a clock? Yeah.
Objection!
The witness saw the murder with her own eyes. That's all that's important here. The defense is trying to confuse the issue with trivial concerns. Yes, of course. You will withdraw your question, Mr. Wright. That is a genuine thing to ask!
Objection!
Thank you. The questions are all I have, Your Honor! I am the question from DC Comics! And as you may recall, I caught murderers with these questions before. Correction, I caught a murderer with this question before. Yeah, only once. Objection sustained. You may continue your question. You may continue to question the witness. Oh, that was close. It's a good thing this guy remembered that I actually did a case once. If he'd stopped me there, the trial would be over. What? So, what happens now? What happens now is you answer my question. I made him the judge by accident. I will encompass all, for I am Ronald Reagan. How did you know it was a clock? What? That's... because I heard it? Yeah, I heard it at the time. So you've been to the law offices of Fay & Co.? No, hey, I didn't say that. Why would I go there? I heard it from my hotel room, boy. The law offices of Fay & Co., where the murder took place, is very close to the hotel. She could easily have heard the clock. Well, Mr. Wright, are you satisfied? No, Your Honor. I will never be satisfied, for I am Alexander Hamilton. And there's a million other things I want to do. I can't give up now. I'm not satisfied because she couldn't have heard it. Or actually, no, it couldn't have rung. Your Honor, members of the courts. It is inconceivable that the clock in question rang. It's empty. That clock is missing its clockwork! How could you possibly? Just take a look, right now. See anything interesting, Your Honor? This is as the defense says. This clock is missing its clockwork. It's quite empty. Mr. Wright, would you care to explain to the court the meaning of this? It is as you can see. The clock was empty. It couldn't have rung. Therefore, this witness is a big fat liar. Fat! Well, Miss May? Tisk tisk. Quite a show you've put on for us, Mr. Wright. He knew the clock was empty. Somehow he knew. I'm afraid you've forgotten one thing, however. Indeed, the clock is empty. As you can say, it can't ring. However, we must ask, when was the clockwork removed? If it was after the witness heard the clock, then there is no contradiction. That's true. That is a possibility. Actually kind of valid. The clock might have been emptied after she heard it. And that is exactly what happened, Your Honor. Well, Mr. Wright, can you prove when the clockwork was removed? Oh, impossible, of course. You're not the only smug one here, Miles Edgeworth, you gooner. What? How did you know? Wasn't it you who told me proof is everything? Well, I was listening. And now I'll show you the proof you like so much. The evidence that proves when the clockwork was removed is... the broken glass shards! It's the cell phone.
Take that!
Evil Phoenix Wen? Isn't that actually a thing? Isn't he, like... I'm not very knowledgeable about the later games. Isn't he actually the suspect in one of them? And, like, the actual convict who did it? I'm not familiar, so that's why I'm using the Trilogy as my gateway. Take a look at this. That's a very cute cell phone. It's good to know you have a sensitive side to you as a man, Phoenix Wright. More women would like that. Oh, hello. You have a girly phone. Oh no, my fragile masculinity is being attacked. This isn't my phone. Listen. This is the defendant's cell phone, and it contains a recording. A recording of a conversation she had with the victim on the day of the murder. Order! Order! I always love that. The defendant's cell phone. This wasn't brought to my attention. Perhaps Detective Gumshoe overlooked us. The good detective better remember he's up for evaluation soon. Say goodbye to the pay raise. I gotta say, I'm starting to feel bad for the big fella. Poor guy. At least he's got the mafia. He was in the show. I don't think I got to that part of the anime yet. Because the anime changes a lot of stuff, a surprising amount of things from the narrative. Let's hear the conversation. So you just want me to hold on to the thinker for you then? If you could. I should probably tell you. The clock isn't talking right now. Huh? It's not working? That's lame. I had to take the clockwork out. Sorry. September 5th, 9:27 a.m. Beep! Sorry for the loud audio, but it just is so loud. Your Honor, I think this makes it clear the clockwork was already gone by the time this was recorded. Which was well before the witness even arrived at her hotel! Well, Miss May, would you care to explain this to the court? Just how did you know that the weapon was a clock? Well, isn't it obvious? I saw that clock before. What store was that again? I go to so many, boy. Oops, I forgot. Wink. So the witness had seen it before. That would make sense. Does the defense have any objections, Mr. Wright? Yes, she couldn't have seen it before unless she was at the murder trial, which she was not. The witness claims she had seen it before, but this directly contradicts a piece of evidence already submitted to this court. Well then, let's see it. Please produce this evidence that will prove the witness had not seen the clock before. It's the clock, Your Honor.
Take that!
It's simple. This clock was never in any store, ever. What? A friend of mine made that clock. Only 2 exist in the world, and the one that isn't here is in police custody. Impossible! Everything is sold and installed, boy! Miss May, I think it's high time you went shopping for a better excuse. Got her. With that, wait, no, hang on. fell for the burn. Oh, excuses. Double whammy. Oh. Oh no, she's losing it. I'm not letting you see the jiggle. But I will let you see this. What's it to you, porcupine head? That stupid clock doesn't matter, okay? She did it, and she should die for it! Die! I'll kill her with my bare hands if I have to! Whoa, let's not get ahead of ourselves here. This is a court of law, not Fight Club, and the witness will remain calm. Yeah. No, you can see if you're afraid. Cinnamon, guess you better go shopping for a better excuse. Pulls out a shotgun. It's like, excuses are not on sale. Feels like something you'd hear out of like a Blade movie. Did I lose it? I guess I did. Scary. Miss May, let me ask. Tell me, how did you know the weapon was a clock? Oh dear. It looks like she just lost her voice. I have some more Ricola for her. Does the defense have an opinion on this behavior? Okay, this is it. Yes, Your Honor. Allow me to explain how I see the truth of the matter. It has all been revealed to me elegantly. This is the truth! Miss April May, you knew the weapon was a clock because you had heard about it. The witness had never held the clock in her hand. However, she had heard that it was a clock. She heard. That is correct, Your Honor. There is no other way she could have known the thinker was a clock. And I can show you the proof! Well, this is interesting. Let's see it then. Show me the evidence proving that the witness had heard the murder weapon was a clock. Your Honor, she knew it was a clock because of the floor plans. Let's let you just look on this. So, this is where it's shown. Yeah. Take that! Have a look at this. I found this in Miss May's room while she was indisposed in the bathroom. She had some Chipotle beforehand. Mr. Wright, please explain to the court what this is. Miss April May, you were tapping the victim, Miss Maya Faye's phone, were you not?
Objection!
What's up with that face? Your Honor, this is irrelevant! I'm not entirely sure it is. Objection overruled. Go screw yourself. It troubles me that our witness was in possession of a wiretap. This is outrageous. Does the defense truly claim that the witness was tapping her phone? Absolutely. Even if that was the case, which it's not, you still have to prove one thing. Did the victim ever say that the weapon was a clock on the phone? Can you prove that? I think not! Oh yeah? I think I can! It's simple. What? Nani? Here's my proof. The proof that the victim said on the phone that the weapon was a clock. You already heard the call once before, but here it is again. I present the defendant's cell phone. Again! Yes, we've seen that. We made fun of you for having a pink cell phone before. Listen once more to the conversation between the defendant and the victim. I haven't called in a while. Well, there's actually something I want you to hold on to for me. Again? What's it this time? It's a clock. It's made to look like that statue, the thinker, and it tells you the time by snapping its neck. Just go, it's 12 o'clock, Your Honor. Miss April May, you used a wiretap to listen to this conversation. That's how you knew the thinker was a clock. Am I wrong?
Objection!
Your Honor, this is ridiculous! Your Honor, you're ridiculous! Look at the witness's face. Does she seem amused to you? The defense demands an answer. Witness, answer the question. Did you tap her phone? Miss May, say it or I will shoot you. Shut up, all of you! What gives you the right? You lawyer! I didn't get to finish reading what she says. It's no fair, boy. All of you ganging up on me like that. Oh, I'm the bad girl. Is that it? Is that it? Boo! That did it. The court's seen the real Miss April May now. Now to deal the final blow. You're the killer! Although, she's not the killer. There's no way she would have been the killer. So, why the wiretap? Why did you tap her phone? Answer the question. Do I have to? Isn't this a murder trial? Isn't tippity tapping irrelevant? Boy? She's saying exactly what Edgeworth wants her to say. Miss May, you were tapping the victim's phone. I hardly call that irrelevance! While this court does not condone the defense's tone of voice, he has a point. You could stand to be nicer when you talk to people. Well, Miss May, do you have an explanation for the court? Can you prove you had nothing to do with this murder, even though you tapped her phone? Ha! I'd like to see her pull that off. Miss Lloyd, I saw that evil grin. You were probably thinking I'd like to see her pull that off, weren't you, boy? Dang, she's good. Well, you're not the first man who's thought that, and of course I can and will. You can't be serious. Wait, I say, wait. Oh, and I assure you I'm serious, Mr. Lawyer Boy. Okay, so the killing happened around 9 o'clock that night. Well, that's just when I was getting room service from that sweet bellboy. Room service? Iced coffee, I believe it was. Iced coffee, you know, like normal coffee, but cold. If you don't drink it quick, the ice smells and you just have regular cold coffee, which is disgusting. Iced coffee. I see. Think I'm making this up? Ask the bellboy. Ergo, the witness was not on the scene at the time of the murder. She could have tapped it beforehand, though. So, where does that leave us? It is my great displeasure to inform you that the witness appears to have been tapping the victim's telephone. However, that is a separate crime with no bearing on the current case whatsoever. So no matter what, she's going to prison. Her testimony stands. She saw the defendant, Maya Fey, commit murder. No, they're going to just let her walk away. There's no way I can win this unless I tie Miss May to the murder somehow. Well, does the defense have anything to say? Well, come on, think of something. We can't continue to examine Miss Fey, so we have to call the bellboy. The defense would like to call the hotel bell... Nope, I'm the judge again. The defense would like to call the hotel bellboy as a witness. There's something suspicious here, and I'm going to get to the bottom of it. I think you've sunken quite low enough already, boy. I object to calling the bellboy. Why? What's your reason? Because I hold that the wiretapping had nothing to do with the killing. However, if you agree to one condition, I'll consent to calling this witness. Condition. If Miss April May's alibi is not called into question after you examine the bellboy, then you will recognize that Miss April May was not the killer, thus she is innocent. And thereby, you must also accept the verdict of guilty for Miss Maya Fey. That is my condition. What? I better find something suspicious in that bellboy's testimony. Otherwise, Maya will be declared guilty on the spot. I don't know if you can actually do this in a court of law, but sure. The contract has been sealed. Alright, I've got nothing to lose except for everything. Understood. I accept your condition. Fool! You fell for my trap card! But you tried to use black hole, but I have white hole! Now only your monsters are destroyed, Yugimoto. I don't even know if black hole was a card in his deck. I don't think it was. Uh-oh. Wait. Very well. The court calls the hotel bellboy to the stand. I believe we're ready for the witness to testify. He certainly does look like a bellboy. That's how a bellboy would dress. Use black hole, but I only have a white hole, so it cancels out your black hole. Which is really funny, because no one uses black hole as a card. So who would ever have white hole in their deck? Because it basically just means black hole just for those who are not Yu-Gi-Oh obsessed, who are not Yu-Gi-Oh savvy, like I sort of am, not really. Black hole destroys all monsters on the field, both yours and your opponent's. White hole is a trap that activates on black hole's activation that protects your own monsters from being destroyed. So only your opponent's monsters get destroyed. But no one ever uses black hole, so who would ever use white hole? Yes, sir. I received your summons in the middle of work, sir. I'm happy to be of service. That tea set looks rather heavy. Who let you bring tea into a court of law? So, without further ado, the witness may begin his testimony. Very good, sir. Excuse me. Miss May's room service. I am the head bellboy at the fine Gatewater Hotel, in business for 4 generations. We got famous off of Nixon. I believe I received a call after 8 in the evening from our guest, Miss May. She asked for a nice coffee to be brought to her at 9 o'clock on the dot, sir. Really, bellboy? Really? I brought it to her at precisely the requested time, of course. And I delivered the iced coffee to our guest, Miss May herself. I see. The defense may begin its cross-examination. Right. I'm ready. I hope. This is it. If I can't prove Miss May was involved with the murder now, Maya will be finished. Miss May's room service. Right. An iced coffee. Press it. Press on the coffee. 9 on the dot, you say? Yes, I confirmed that detail several times. She was watching a program on the TV and wished to drink after she finished, sir. 9, time of the murder. No, I was it. Here? Are you sure it was Miss April May herself? Absolutely, sir. Right, absolutely. Yes, sir. As in, so very absolutely, sir. It is an endearing mannerism of mine. How come you're so very certain? Because I am a straight male, Your Honor. You're me with an embarrass. The French for embrasser. Is that French for embrace? It's French for kiss. Huh? Not French kiss, but a peck on the cheek. Okay, a little more innocent. She was momentarily swayed by my prudent demeanor. It was a moment I shall never ever forget. Sounds pretty fishy to me. I figure Miss May was up to something and wanted the bellboy to remember her. It's no good. There's nothing here. Wait, did I fail? Oh no. I have to. So, I'm just gonna speed through this real quick, because I didn't save out of confidence. I'll just let that go while I consult the guide I have. I'm an idiot. I was supposed to let it go. I'm a moron. So... I'll just let all this speed through.
Hold it! Hold it!
I don't think there's anything in the Discord server. Yeah, no. It's been actually kind of quiet lately. It upsets me that I failed that.
Objection!
Why is Moss Lover not here? I don't know. He's actually been kind of quiet lately. He hasn't really been in a lot of streams. That's just working more on his channel instead, which I respect. Let's just speed through Miss April May. So, the Five Nights at Freddy's movie came out today. I haven't seen it yet, but I'm planning on watching it tomorrow. So I am definitely looking forward to seeing it. It's gonna be a lot scarier than just the first movie, so looking forward to it.
Hold it!
Didn't know, yeah, it came out today. Yeah, points out the physique, question the testimony. You're lying. So also, Monday stream is, I've already planned what the next series is going to be, but I'm not putting it into effect until after the holidays are over. So, it's just going to be another Kirby Air Rider stream. Excuse me. Actually, was I supposed to... Oh, wait, no. I think it was just simply...
Objection!
Yeah. I'm looking forward to it. There's a lot of promotion for it with like Popeyes and even TikTok has been doing a lot of ads for it on my feed. I am tired. Mostly because this is just kind of irritating me. Okay. And we have proof. I'm glad I'm able to, like, fast forward. Not the right button.
Take that!
I have an objection because she could never have seen it before because the clock itself was a part of a murder case, and it was also handmade by one person. Also, apparently, the next DLC, or not next, the DLC for Pokemon Legends EA is coming out. I'm not going to do a stream on it because I don't know how long it'll be, and I don't really have enough time for it, but I will definitely be enjoying it.
Take that! Objection! Take that! Objection!
I'm starting to get really tired. Because there's no way she, like, yeah, just a wire tap, because there's no way she could have killed, because how did she kill her and then make the call? Because even in autopsy, oh, it actually doesn't have the time for it, but either way, it's like there's no way she could have killed her and then left without anyone seeing her leave. Alright. Call the bellboy as a witness.
Objection!
Accept the condition. Okay. Alright, so apparently what I was supposed to do is hear the testimony. And then what I was supposed to do is first, it's like two things to press on. First, press this. Precisely 9 o'clock then. Precisely, exactly, and most definitely, sir, 9 p.m. How can you be so sure? Miss May was quite insistent that it be brought then. Oh, bellboy, I'd like iced coffee at exactly 9 o'clock. Something like that, sir. Therefore, I knocked on her door at the crack of 9. Why would she be so particular about the time? And then you delivered it itself, and asked any comments on the anniversaire. And then there's stuff to talk on. It's no good. There's nothing there. Is that it? Tisk tisk. Finally, you understand. This bellboy has absolutely no reason to lie. Now, if you have any decency, you will end this rather tedious cross-examination here. It was a bit tedious. No, the witness may leave the stand. I can't let this happen, can I? Protest. Wait! Please wait! Yes, does this offense have something to add? One last question. Let me ask one last question. Your Honor, I must object. This charade of justice has gone on long enough. Now, Mr. Richworth. All right, Mr. Wright. I'll give you one more question, that's all. Okay, this is really it now. This is my last chance. What do I ask him about? Ask about room service. Tell me again about room service. Again, sir. At exactly 9 o'clock, I delivered room service to Miss May in room 303. The guest had requested iced coffee. $18 was the charge, as I recall. I see. $18? Doesn't that seem a bit expensive? Oh no, it is the modern day. Yes, well, iced coffee for 2, you know, and we don't skip on the ice, sir. It's like Wendy's. What did he say? What did you say? You don't skimp on ice! Rather quite. Bellboy, tell us the truth now. Was someone else staying in Miss May's room?
Objection!
I object! That was objectionable! Objection overruled. The witness will answer the question. Yes, I see. Why did you not mention this in your testimony? Well, sir, you didn't ask. Nice try. That's the sort of thing you're normally supposed to mention. Ah, yes, quite, indeed. It was the good barrister there, Mr. Edgeworth, who... He asked me not to mention it if I wasn't specifically asked, sir. Oh no, I've been shot! You fool! I always loved the... I've done it. I've won! Yeah, I did it! Miss April May checked into a twin room with a man, correct? Yes, sir. Then, when you brought them room service, you didn't see that man in the room. That's right, sir. Your Honor, we have just learned of another person involved who may have been the murderer. In light of this new fact, I hold it that it's impossible to judge the defendants. Would you agree, Mr. Edgeworth? And who, Mr. Wright? Who is this other person? Simple. It was the bellboy. The man was with Miss May. The man who checked in with Miss May. Ugh, I've been shot again! Your Honor, as has been previously revealed, Miss April May was tapping the victim's phone, yet Miss May herself has an alibi at the time of the murder. However, that does not clear the man that was with her. The bellboy saw no one else in the room at the time of the murder. My, what a convenient little setup, but it's too late. Too late. I suppose you'd like it if it was too late, wouldn't you? After all, it was you who hid the presence of this other man from the courtroom! Shot! Again! Upstart, amateur, loser! These accusations are ludicrous! Enough! The court acknowledges the defense's arguments. I expect the prosecution and defense to look into this matter fully. Am I understood? Yes. Yes, Your Honor. That is all for today for the trial of Maya Fey. Court is adjourned. Please give me a save point or like a to be continued. No, because I might soon, because I am starting to get tired. September 7th, 2:24 p.m. District Attorney, Defendant Log Number 1. Mr. Wright, you were amazing in there. Really? I think I might be your newest fan. Oh, I was just doing my job, you know, bluffing on the spot, committing perjury. Then again, that other attorney was pretty cool too. Huh? That face of his with his eyes wide and trembling lips, it sent shivers up my spine. If you say so. He got shot 3 times. So what happens with me? Do I get to go home now? No. Oh, no, I don't think so. Not yet. Oh, I see. But I got a great lead in today's trial. Lead? The man with Miss May. He's the key. Oh, I get it. Excuse me. What happened to Miss May after that anyway? I heard they arrested her. I guess she's learning her charms won't work everywhere. She's probably at the detention center now. I may have to go down there later. Anyway, this case is far from closed. Yes, sir. I'm going to find out more about this man. Do you think he was the one who... Maybe so. Sis. Don't worry, I'll find him by tomorrow, I promise. I'm counting on you. Please give me a... Oh, ask for a full record of an April May's testimony. I thought it might come in handy during the trial tomorrow. And now that I have it, I'm not so sure. Most of her testimony was all lies. In fact, there's only one part that hasn't been stricken from the record. The victim dodged an attack and ran to the right, but she was caught and struck. I don't know how much good this will do me at all now. Anyway, time to hit the pavement and do some investigating. Maya doesn't belong in the detention center, and it's up to me to set her free. We get her to be continued. I am saving and ending the stream here because I'm getting tired and I won't have enough time to do the I'd rather save the investigation and trial and last trial for next time rather than do the trial, then do the investigation, then end the stream for the trial. So I will be ending the stream right here. Thank you all so much for watching. If you enjoyed this kind of content, be sure to subscribe. Comment down below since it helps me connect with you guys. Like the video so there's more of what you want to see. Share videos so more people know streaming even exists. And don't forget to hit that bell so you know when I go live. Don't forget to check out the Discord. Link in the description below. And until next time, see you guys. I can go louder. I could have gone louder, but I'll leave it there.